Start her up.
Hey guys, George here. Welcome back to another live stream. We talk about everything, but mostly training.
And we're here at Fast Friday. Welcome to Fast Friday, Black Friday, Fast Friday, huh, George?
Yeah. Are there like any train stores that do like Black Friday?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder
asked him if Chicago ended, and he's like, nope.
So, hey, welcome to another Friday live stream here on GFW Trains.
We talk about everything, mostly trains.
You are?
I'm George, otherwise known as GFW Trains.
And I am Wally, otherwise known as the guy who takes GFW Trains places. Oh, he said yes. It's the first time you've said yes. You're usually no. Oh, you can tell he's into it tonight. You can tell he's into it. So, hey, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. You had a pretty good Thanksgiving, huh, George?
Yeah, we introduced my cousin, or it wasn't really introducing. It was the first time he actually like showed a lot of interest in trains. It was really cool. He was jumping around.
Right. And speaking of jumping around, we'll get back to that in just a second. Speaking of jumping around, we see CS Toya. I'm probably saying that wrong. He is from the Detroit Three Railers. We got a package from the Detroit Three Railers. Right here, man. Show that back off. Detroit Three Railers right there. We were jumping around. We got these. These are great. Thanks for giving these to us. And thanks for that nice note. I really appreciate that, Charlie. There it is. Yeah. So, Charlie, thanks for that nice note. That was really nice. And we're certainly wearing these Detroit Three Railer T-shirts here with pride. So, yeah, for sure. So I had a good Thanksgiving getting back. Okay, I was jumping around. I was flapping when I got these shirts. I was like, all right. So, but we had our nephew, or not, no, your cousin. But
yeah, your cousin.
Like
my
in-law.
Cousin, your nephew.
Right. So go ahead.
And so we brought some trains over to my aunt's house and set them up. He was so excited.
It was so fun. His excitement was so pure. Let me tell you, wasn't it, George?
Oh yeah, like he was choo.
Oh, it was so pure. It was so great. We had the Polar Express set running on the old Kitworks layout that we brought over there, and it was good times. So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We like to welcome you here to Fast Friday, our live stream where we talk about everything but mostly trains, right, George?
Right. Yes.
And what do we got running today, George?
So today we have only one train running. We have the Lionel CFA Y3.
Right.
Pulling my PFE train. It's kind of a weird concept, but hey, it's a nice engine. But yeah. Pretty cool.
And so what's it pulling?
My Pacific Fruit Express train.
Right. And then on the end, we've got
a Vision Cam
caboose. And we have it going, actually. I spent a lot of time this week trying to get it so that I can put it up on, my dad's always on my case. You got to get it up. And I got it on my computer, so I was ready to get it up on the screen, and it just didn't work out. Look at but I got it going on here. This is a cool thing, actually. Oh, let me see. Yeah. So it's really neat. But that's the Vision Cam caboose we've got at the end. Hopefully one of these days I'll get my crap together and I'll be able to post it up here. I've got it so that I could do that. I finally figured out how to do it. But the computer and technology is still one step ahead of the guy who takes GFW Trains places. Bruh. Bruh.
How many trains did I get? Bruh.
Bruh. I came up with that title.
Yeah.
Did I get too many trains?
Oh, no.
Bruh. Oh, come on, George. Come on. You know you like it. All right. Well, hey, let's quick get some whistles. We got the whistle going. Let's welcome everybody through the screen for this special Black Friday 1-year anniversary for the 24-hour stream, which was cool. In my opinion, that was a high point of GFW trains so far.
That was, yes. But man, that stream was a lot. That was a lot.
Right.
We stayed up for 24 hours and we talked trains.
But it was so
Trains running
cool.
the entire time.
We did. We had trains running the entire time, and we had a lot of really cool people that came on and shared the 24 hours with us. A lot of different people. And actually, we were brewing for something like that soon. Similar concept. It's not going to be a 24-hour stream, but we're going to be doing something for Georgia, I think, sometime soon to try and raise some money for his Eagle project. So we got some big plans on that coming around here. So tell me about, all right, let's welcome everybody in. And I wanted you to tell everybody who's just coming in here about the layout and how you got the train. We got the train running on the layout and the different levels and everything like that for the people that may not have seen what we've got going on here at the GFW Trains Worldwide Studio. But if you are part of the GFW Trains Worldwide Studio, what do we usually do for the people just rolling through the door? A horn or a whistle, whatever we got going. We got a horn. What kind of horn we got going today, George?
It's from the Santa Fe F units.
Santa Fe F units with your idling back over here. So we got Devon McKenzie was the first through the door, saying, hey, GFW Trains. And we got Conrail 8098 coming. Wait, we got Devon McKenzie there. Yep, good to see you. He's always here, always part of GFW Trains, and we appreciate that. Another one we've got that's always around. All of these guys are part of this, and we love it. We love all you guys. So we got Conrail 8098. Welcome to the stream there. We've got Slag Cat, Chesapeake, Ohio Railroad rolling through the door. Good to see you. Good to see you here on a Fast Friday. We got David Stevens in the house. Happy Friday to you. Glad that you could join us. I don't know if did I get Randall Ellison?
Yes.
All right.
No.
All right, we got Randall Ellison. He was here and then had to slip out. Hopefully he'll be back. Glad you could join us. We got T4, Tiny Town Train TV with us. Glad to have you here. Black Friday. We'll get to some Black Friday shopping here in a second. Hey, we got LJ Aureillard. He was a long time watcher of the stream here right from the beginning. He comes and he's been communicating with me about not being able to be around the stream, but always part of the family, whether you're part of the stream or not. So welcome back, LJ Aureillard, our good friend, Radar Diddy. Good to see you here. And the man right around the corner, the Circle Route, EJ&E Main Line. We got Chris Lambert right here in the house. How's it going, Lambo? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We've got Charlie from CST Running. I probably am screwing that up. Sorry about that, Charlie, but good to have you here. Good to have you in the house. Let's see here. We got EJ&E already, I think. We got NCT, North Country Trains. Hello from the Hudson Valley of New York, home of the famous New York Central Railroad. Very good, very good. Isaiah Hawkins in the house. Ozark Midland Railway is here. Start her up. You got that, baby. Our good friend, my good friend, your good friend, everybody's good friend, Bill Cabernis. We got Grandpa's in the house from Utah. Fast Friday at train stores. Show them how fast you can give them the money. Oh, that's good.
Oh, I gotta get money first.
Oh, he's got some full pockets. Don't let him fool you. Deckman Productions in the house. Good to see you, Deckman. We got Engineers, 6325. Hope your weekend's going well. My weekend's going well. Hope everybody else's weekend's going well. While I'm thinking about it, hey, everybody, do me a big solid, a big favor, and
Smash the like button.
Smash that like button. You got it, right? Say it with some gusto, George.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Smash that like button. That's really helpful for us to get the live stream out to the algorithm for the people that weren't able to join us to live. But what it does is it puts it out there in the search and the browse features for people who want to come back around and watch some GFW Trains Fast Friday. Whoop, whoop. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, welcome aboard, Air Engineer 6325. Let's see, we've got Allegheny and Chinago Railroad. I'm probably Chinago is in the house. We got Dak Man. Well, we've got Sean's Train Depot. Hey, good to see Sean. Sean, what's up? What's up? I loved your last video, by the way. Good stuff. Let's see here. We got Ozark and Midland Southern Railway in the house. Good to see you, Ozark. I think I got you, but we're not stingy with the horns around here. That's right. That's right. We got Mama Yaya in the house. Gloria Placencia. Good to see you. Good to see you. George's mic isn't working.
I turned it on and off. I'm not sure. That was a while ago.
Okay. Hopefully we'll get caught up on that. And let's see here. That's always tough when you have when you have some issues here. So we got Stephen Cofrell in the house. Saw some of that. He was making pie in the oven. He was making a lot of stuff. I saw him with a turkey that was wrapped in bacon. Ooh, it looks so good. It looks so good. We got Bernsey in the house. Very good. Bernsey's here. Who else? We got Ted Smith saying, hey, George, can you turn your microphone up? Actually, what I'm going to do something just in case. Here.
Hello?
Let's see here. We'll try this.
Hello?
Is it on? All right. I'll check down underneath here as soon as I get this up. A new laptop. Yep. Maybe Santa will bring me one. Only if I've been a good boy, though, I think. Kisco Falls Railroad's in the house. How you doing, Kisco Falls? Let's see here. We've got Cloverdale Mine, A-Scale Model Railroad. Good to see you again. Can't see. Oh, my eyes are getting bad, George.
It's an A-Scale Railroad close to, oh, what is A-Scale? Is that like super big?
Well, my eyes are good.
A-Scale's like... You get it? A-Scale's
It's like three-quarters. It's like three-quarters the size.
Thanks, Dave. Look at that. We created a new scale on our street.
Cloverdale Mine, O-Scale Model Railroad. Welcome to the street. Oh, no, you just trying to give me a solid and
the F units were moving.
Were they?
Yeah, I was like, wait a
minute. Oh my gosh. All right. So hopefully we got the said it wasn't just you. Hopefully we're getting the sound kicked out. It's hard when we're here in the house or when we're doing it in the studio because we can hear each other fine, and I'm assuming that it's all going out there, but we have no idea. We unfortunately don't have the budget for an engineer, a production engineer. So I'm doing the production engineering. I'm doing the
running, directing.
Got all the hats on here tonight. So yeah, DB Tech's in his house. How you doing, DB Tech? We've been doing a little bit of work on the lab. Got some switches in the other day. We went to go see Dennis Zander. We'll get to that for a second over there at Z Stuff for trains. That was a lot of fun to go visit him, and we got to see the Z Stuff for trains makes the switch motors over here, and we were on our way out to run some errands, and we swung by his house. Got a chance to speak with him. He was such a cool guy, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yep. So he's local here. I think he lives in Hinsdale. So we swung by his shop. Got a chance to say hi to him. So Robert Zimmerman's here. We did have a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving. Rob, let me screw this one up. Rob Danuzzi, thanks for coming and joining us as part of this Fast Friday. Love to have you here. Thanks for swinging by. Let's see who else we got here. We got Cloverdale Mine, A-Scale Model Railroad. O-Scale Model Railroad. Yeah. Who else we got here? We got Grandma Nita. How you doing, Grandma Nita? Good to see you. Oh, I wish it was some train show. I could go for a train show right about now. I'm jonesing for a train show. Tomorrow's a Greenberg train show out in New Jersey. That'd be a good one to go to. So Chicago Railroad photography in the house. Just rolling through it. Smash that like button. Kick back, relax, grab yourself some iced tea. That's another thing I forgot. I was so ingrained with trying to get that caboose cam working up on the computer. And I forgot my iced tea this evening, so I'm gonna have to slip away when George is doing some soft shoe here. And yeah. So Grandpa's wondering if there's anybody by St. George, Utah. That's where he's at, visiting my sister. And thank you for that, Bill. Smash that like button if you could. Chicago Railroad Photography, playing a little train, of course. You got to do that. Bernsey wants to know if we can continue the old tradition. It's Friday. I want to see some racing.
We can't.
Well, we changed our layout around a little bit, and unfortunately, the racing with the new layout is going to be carnage.
It's like, you know how like the layout used to break whenever we race trains? Now both would break. And if anything comes off the corners, man, the pillars would just destroy the front of the engine. They're all just screwed down.
So yeah, well, we kept the name Fast Friday. We don't do too much train racing anymore, which maybe we'll figure out a way we can do some type of train racing, but we can't do the train racing on the layout like we want to. Actually, I got a pay cut, and it was my insurance from my my job didn't pay for George's therapist anymore, so I couldn't do any train racing to make him cry and feel inferior to his old man by getting beat all the time. So Randall Ellison says, where do you and George see this one Atlas U36C? That thing is insane.
With scale? I mean,
A scale probably, George.
A scale.
Yep. O scale. Conroy, if you don't smash that like button, I'll smash your cat. Well, let's see. LGL Rail Yard says Casino 1309 is back.
Yeah, that was a while ago, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I saw some videos of it running the other day.
Right. Gosh, I'm way behind. Hold on. I'm gonna scroll through these guys and get caught up, and then we can start some chat up. So if I've missed you guys, I apologize. I'm not trying to leave anybody out here on this, but sometimes it's hard to catch up, talk, and everything like that. So let's see. Hello, George, Ted, Bill, everyone in the house. EJ's done with turkey. Oh no, Kisco says this must be my sound. Now both bikes are out. We got some iced tea. Let's see. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get caught up before I start messing with the Chicago Railroad Photography. Sorry about that. There we go. We got you now. Now we got you. So yeah. Welcome to the stream. We're scrolling. Torpedo, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Love your profile picture. That's a cool one. North American Trains. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Fast Friday. Kick back, relax, grab yourself some iced tea. As soon as I get caught up, get George going on this, we'll get some. I'm gonna get some iced tea myself. I'm almost caught up. Says you're saying it would be like the inaugural Texas NASCAR race in 1997 when everyone gets wiped out in the first turn. That's exactly what it's going to be like racing trains on this anymore. Exactly. So let's see. Deckman says Metro will have a table at the Greenberg, Edison, New Jersey, in case anybody's interested in the custom runs. They do have some cool custom runs. We got a chance to see those when we were out of York. Yeah, Deckman, if you haven't seen it, he had a chance to go to the Mecca, which is the Metropolitan GCA division, and did a little feature where we talked about some of the cars that they had. So, hey, I think I'm all caught up here on at least everybody that's in the door. And all right, thanks, Chicago Games. Q2 back with the SD78s. So I'm all caught up with everybody here on the live stream, or at least on the names. So Black Friday today, 1 year anniversary. If you guys haven't been around here, a year ago, George and I did a 24-hour stream where we stayed up for 24 hours and we live streamed. It was really cool. We had a lot of guests on here, shared a lot of trains. It was good times. What was your favorite part of that, George?
Honestly, just meeting everybody, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was the first time where we actually got people through the door and got to see their faces and meet and get a chance to talk, which was really, really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was really cool. It was really an experience, that's for sure.
So our layout back then was really kind of in its infancy, and we've come a long way in that last year, haven't we?
Yeah.
What we've got going on with the layout.
Did we have the second level?
Well, absolutely not. We weren't even close to the second level yet. I don't think we had the Dukes of Hazzard jump going yet, but we were still. But we had didn't have the second level. So George, we've got the and you're about ready to get on your screen here. You're about ready to see the mallet. There's the mallet right there, and this is the train. Why don't you explain a little bit about the train layout here and what we've got going on, George?
So our layout was originally designed to be double dog bone. So dog bone basically is you're gonna take it like a book and smash it on top.
So explain what a dog bone layout is, George.
It's like it looks like a dog bone. It's a layout that looks like a dog bone. There's two circle ends, and then it's kind of like
a single track in the middle, right? Yes.
Yeah. And so yeah. So basically, what ours is it's a dog bone just smashed on top of itself. So we have two levels of the layout.
So right now you can see the train is going on the lower level of the dog bone.
Yeah. So basically, how ours works is that when the bottom level is one part of the dog bone, and then the top level there's an incline kind of behind the camera. It goes up under the top level where you see the kind of bridge right up behind our heads that it goes over to go back down on the layout, and that's how we operate on the layout. Obviously, there's been, and that was originally what the layout was supposed to be. It was supposed to do that. Well, obviously, there's been a lot of changes to it. Like we have the passing track underneath, we have the yard behind us, we have the industrial areas behind the camera, and we've added another Y. So operation on the bottom level is easier. You don't have to go to the top level to turn the engine around. And we added two Ys. We have this Y right here, and then we have the Y right behind my dad. And originally it was just supposed to snake around, and there wasn't supposed to be a Y, but we were like, hey, the second level wasn't up yet.
So we thought
we pretty boring, so we said, why don't we put a Y in?
Right. We had a lot of neat stuff, but once you got going the wrong direction, you stayed going the wrong direction, and the neat stuff didn't work anymore.
Yeah. So then, so we added the Ys, and honestly, I think Ys are a very crucial part of train layout.
Why not?
because running a train in the same direction, having to take it off to turn it around gets a little boring. So it adds for the operational value of the layout.
Right.
So yeah.
So now you can see the train's coming up. It's coming on the top level, and that track right there looks really off as far as being kinked and all that. But that's because I don't have it screwed down yet. I've got to get it all. So then it's coming this way, and it goes around the outside of the room over here on the other part of our layout. And just to answer Sean's train depot, I put it up here on the screen so I can remember. I didn't make the yellow second level back. It's a product made by Bridge Boss. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I hit the wrong button there on the computer, and I couldn't figure out what I did wrong. So we're back. We're back, and everyone.
So yeah. Those are Bridge Boss, and they're basically laser cut pieces of wood that you put together, or you can buy them.
They're little kits.
Yeah, you can buy them as like fully assembled, but or you can buy them fully assembled. You can buy them in kits. The kits are obviously cheaper, and you bought a bunch of kits,
right? And not to cut you off, but then this is the second part of the dog bone where it's coming back down in the opposite direction. So, but yeah, Bridge Boss comes in kits. You paint them up. Oop, take a drink if you're playing the George game. Got a yawn there.
So yeah, and then you painted them up. yellow, or no?
Yeah,
what
yellow.
color is that? Yellow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it looks really good.
So hey, we got Felipe Hernandez in the house. Let's get some whistles for some of these guys that are just coming through the door. We got Tito. Oop. We'll get you. Welcome, Tito. We got Berkshire 736 in the house. There it is. We got some sweet whistle there. We got John Train BFGR in the house. Welcome, guys. If you're just rolling through the door, I'm glad to have you here on a Fast Friday, Black Friday, Fast Friday. We're operating trains, running trains, talking trains. Kick back, relax, grab yourself an iced tea, and let's hang out. Don't forget to smash that like button if you would too, as you're coming through the door. And if you like what we're doing and you're not a subscriber here to GFW Trains, we'd love to have you as a subscriber. We've been doing this for a while. We just put out a new video. If you haven't seen our new video, you guys see the new video. I just put it together. Christmas trains. So it's got some Christmas music. I took some clips from some of the videos that I've taken in the past and smashed them all together with some Christmas music. So lots of fun there. But welcome, John. Good to have you here. I saw another one. Oh, Amtrak Lover 208. Welcome to the stream, guys. Yeah. Okay, so we're back. I know we got frozen. So we had a real good Thanksgiving. Like I was saying, it was a lot of fun. We didn't introduce. Thank you, Amtrak Lover. We got a chance to operate trains with my nephew, and it was a lot of fun. He's a little guy, and it was just so fun to see the pure excitement in his eyes with the trains. I can't wait to bring him down here.
Yeah, I can't either. That'll be interesting, that's for sure.
Right. So hey, I'm gonna throw this back out there. So Grandpa George wants to know if anybody got any new any new trains for Thanksgiving.
We did not. No, we went to Chicagoland.
Chicagoland Hobbies. For those of you who don't know, there's a couple of big hobby shops around in Chicago here, and one that we go to when we're running some errands from time to time is Chicagoland Hobbies, and we'll go out to Chicagoland Hobbies and hang out there at Chicagoland Hobbies.
Yeah. So you bought some containers, for intermodal containers, and I bought a weathering kit. Didn't really get too much there.
Yeah, you know what? I tell you what, George, I was actually kind of disappointed with these containers. I'm putting this down and show you why. Because I bought these containers, and they came in a box. And they're kind of cool containers. There are 3 of them like this, right? They're neat. And actually, what I was planning on doing with these containers is spraying them over and make them into GFW Trains containers. Because I've been wanting to make some GFW Trains containers. Because we've got a container train that we're putting together. I'm putting together a unit train. But then I realized, and this is the stinky part, the container size that I have been getting is this container size. And this is the size of the Lionel containers that I bought. I didn't realize it until after I got home. They're like 027 containers as opposed to the containers that I had for my container train. So I'm going to have to punt on that one. That one was a fun purchase. So, yeah, LJ, we like your logo, and we'll loop back around because I'd like to do a question and answer with you again sometime. We had a good time with that.
But yeah, so
there it is, upper dog bone. So, did you see anything over there in Chicagoland Hobby that you like, George?
There were a couple of things I really like. They had some scale cars that I wanted, but I didn't want to drop like $50. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just in there, because because I wasn't sure how much money I had on my debit card, but yeah. So they had a really, really cool Atlas Barbino box car that I was really tempted to get, but yeah, and it's really, really cool. I wanted that one so bad, but I didn't get it. And then they had some other like just scale rolling stock that I was wanted to get.
Right.
But yeah, Angel came out with us, and he got he said that he wanted some
Piggybacks.
Or no, he just wanted some scale cars. There was like the Steam Era cars from Big Boy and Challenger. He doesn't have any cars, and so I was able to hook him up with some Union Pacific piggybacks, a 2-pack. It wasn't a good deal. It wasn't the best deal in the world, but it was, it was a good deal. Yeah, we ran them at Sean's house. Actually, over the weekend, I went to a friend of mine, Sean Owen Engage Railroads layout. A group of buddies and I went over there and we ran trains. And Angel ran his Challenger that he, it was partially weathered, but he weathered it there, good enough to run, I guess. He ran that with his piggybacks, and it was really, really cool. So, yeah.
So, all right. Well, Grandpa's asked if anybody got any trains, and Sean's got some standard gauge ones, which is really cool. He just put out a really neat video about that stuff. He even got dressed up for his video. So he got some standard gauge.
Looking to buy a Hiawatha? You know a guy.
Yes. And that's true, Sean. I know if you're looking for that standard gauge Hiawatha, which might be the most beautiful, in my opinion, the most beautiful standard gauge piece ever made. Now, granted, it's modern, but it's still standard gauge and it's beautiful. Bilko is on the board here, and you know Bilko. He was there at the York tailgate. He's got the Hiawatha set that he's trying to sell lock, stock, and barrel. So
TMCC, track, transformer. I'm not sure. Yeah, transformer. And then
so he's got the remotes, the transformer, everything like that.
Yeah. So I mean, in my opinion, it's a really good deal. So yeah.
So Ozark Midland Southern says I got 2 NPR torpedo Chiefs last week, and it was very nice. I like the Nick Plate Railroad. Good stuff. So yeah, it's definitely standard gauge. Standard gauge counts. So Amtrak Lover 205 says I got scale trains SD40-3. I ordered in March. Supposed to come in a few days if that counts. Again, that definitely counts. Scale trains is HO, right, George?
Yes, scale trains is HO now. But they have been dabbling with O-scale, I think. They want to get into O-scale.
Okay.
I think I'm not sure if they bought they bought a lot of the tooling from the MTH auction for HO, but I'm not sure if they got any O. But I've been hearing that they were a huge contender in buying an MTH lot of stock and barrel.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't. I'm not sure if they're still talking about the O-scale thing, but I know that was a big talk for a long time.
Rob got a 2025, and that's a sweet engine right there, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, it's really, really cool.
All right, so Sean's saying that he's interested in that Hiawatha. Okay, that's good. I think we've got a match made in heaven here. We're gonna have to see if we can loop you back around with Bill. Hold on. This is, if nothing else, this is what we've got. And I don't have direct contact information with you, but here's my email: trainbuds@gmail.com. That's our email. We'll get you two hooked up. I know that if Bill's watching, and he probably is, maybe he can have another way you can do that, or another idea on that. But trainbuds@gmail.com. Shoot me an email right now, and then I'll get back to you after the stream. But all right, so that's good. I'm glad to hear that. So
this is a pretty sweet set. It is. It's a perfect Carpet Central set.
It is. And explain what Carpet Central is.
Layout on the carpets. A train layout on the carpet. Specifically O gauge, but it can be standard gauge. The standard gauge is 3 rails.
Right. Oh, DB Tech's here. DB Tech, I thought you were going to be traveling today. Otherwise, we were going to do post-war Friday. Next Friday is going to be all post-war. We're featuring all post-war on DFW trains. So that should be a fun one, too. All post-war. So we know that you were going to be here today. We thought you weren't going to be around, but you're always around. Always around. So, but yeah, next week we're going to do post-wars. I don't have any 2025. We got 2046 we'll probably run. We got some 773s we're going to run. Some Santa Fe F3s, New York Central F3. We've got Texas Special F3. We got some Jeeps. I got some 2338. Some 2338. James Train's in the house. Get him a whistle. Let's see. Those are Milwaukee Road Jeeps. But we've got my favorites. We got some NW2 switchers that we'll run. So Should be good stuff. Hey, by the way, how's the sound coming out here right now for us? Are you guys able to see and hear the sound and everything okay? Are we sounding okay? In fact, what I want to do is I'm going to switch this back a little bit and try something and see if the sound works better this way. Take a drink, everybody.
That's what I actually want to use. All right, I shouldn't have fixed it. So everyone's saying that the sound is good. So yeah, Cloverdale Mine, Osceola Model Railroad. So make sure you tune in next week because we will have the post-war going, and we'll have a good time with post-war because we've got a pretty good. I've got a pretty good post-war collection, but my dad has got an amazing post-war collection. He's got just about everything on the post-war, but we've got a pretty good one here, and I think we're going to share some of our post-war stuff. So Anthony Sparaco is in the house. Welcome to the stream. Or Sparatio. Anthony Sparatio. That's what it is. Just picked up a Camelback. Well, we like Camelbacks. Camelbacks are good, but I hear that those used to be really, really dangerous to operate, the Camelbacks.
Why?
But I guess it was where you're situated on the boiler. It wasn't a really good thing, and like sight lines and everything. So it was kind of a dangerous operating there. I could be wrong. So let's see, CSX GEET 44 AC is in the house. Very good, very good. I saw it. I forget who it was up here. Somebody saying we were talking about buying trains. Said that he just paid his daughter's tuition bill. Could have bought a whole train layout with that. I hear you. I hear you. That's what it is. James Trains coming through with the facts. He's always good for good facts. Camelback's firebox with backfire ashes and sparks. That's what it is. Joker's Trains. All right. Everybody's here. Everybody's ready for a good fast Friday, a good time. So GEET 44 AC is going to CCSX 3194 tomorrow. That's pretty cool. So, all right, let's one of the things I wanted to talk about here with you, George, I want to talk with everybody on the stream here, and I'll try and get some good conversation flowing. I should go over and get some iced tea before I do this. As a matter of fact, Georgie, I'm going to hand this over to you. I'll come back with that. But here's what I want. Don't type it yet. Don't type it yet, and I'm going to give George, I'm going to throw this out here. Ready? Christmas is around the corner. If you could get a train for Christmas, what would it be? Don't say anything. Don't say anything until I get back, everybody. I have to get some iced tea to wet my whistle.
That's it?
Not yet. Not until I come back, unless you don't want me to hear it. What do you want? Some iced tea, George?
Yeah.
Or water or something? What do you want?
That's right.
All right.
We're actually, but yeah. All right, is this any better? Hello? 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 Anyways. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, I hear ice cubes. Yeah, I just heard one fall upstairs. I know his mic's still on. I turned it off though. Yeah. Those are the two tree mentions right there. Yeah, those are my two tree mentions. But other than that, I mean, I think there's one engine that I really want to be made, that I think they have it, that they should make, is a Frisco 1630, that the one that operates at IRN, because that one, in my opinion, is one that needs to be made. There needs to be an O-scale model of it. It's very overdue. I don't think yeah, like they made 630, 4501. They made a bunch of different like crazy excursion engines, but they have not made 1630. I think that 1630, the Russian Dagger pod needs to be made. But yeah. True Dream Man, which I didn't hear you saying. Oh, okay. Well, he's coming back anyway, so I'll tell you guys when he gets back. Yeah. But yeah. So thank you, folks. Remember the best part about keeping stuff in the like sodas in the garage in winter?
It's cold.
Yeah.
You know what the best part about sitting in that chair is?
But
Drink colder. I need to get one. I need to get one here. All right. So I'm back. Saw some new people rolling through the door. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you haven't already, please smash that mic button. Are we doing all right with our sound? Everybody hear it all right? I was monkeying around with that.
I had to switch it back.
Okay.
Mine wasn't working. It's need to work after, so
I think you're
I think it's all messed up.
here, let me see if I can. You're getting it through a different mic. Just leave it on. Yeah, I see yours. Is it? You can talk to it.
The pretty cool yellow elevator trestle. Well, thank you. Yeah, I know Coppers worked really hard on that. And, it's something that he takes pride in. But yeah. Better still seems a little muted. Yeah. Sound is good now. I don't celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Hanukkah. When Hanukkah, don't you get gifts? Like, well, how does that work? It's like a week, right? Okay. Anyways.
Yes. So it's more than just one day, and I'm not real familiar with the traditions of the Hanukkah celebration. But it's multiple days. I think you're all set there, George, with your microphone.
Cool. All right, see if that works. But yeah. Hello, Aaron Kleball.
Right. So LGL Rail Yard was asking if we like the NDM 1150 from Indiana Jones Pancho Villa Raid 1992. Love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies, and I love that part of the movie. That's one of the best parts of the movie. Do you remember that part where he's with his Boy Scout troop?
No, I don't think I've.
You've never seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
I've seen I've seen the first one, but I've never.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Boy Scout in the.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In the third one, he's a Boy Scout, and it starts out with him.
That's cool.
Finding or getting, he takes a Cross Coronado, which is an archaeological piece that somebody finds. He says that belongs in a museum, and he takes it from somebody who was stealing it. And then they chase him, and part of it is him going through a train, but he's with his Boy Scout troop when he sees this going on.
Is he like a leader?
No. It was like a flashback when he was a kid.
Oh, okay.
I should have. Yeah. But that train's in there. So all right, now that I'm back, now that I got some libations here.
Dang, what's a Boy Scout troop doing in
They were out in a camp. They were out like hiking I can't remember what it was, the camping. But they were in New Mexico or in Arizona, wherever the Cross of Coronado was supposed to be. Oh, it was James Train saying it was the Cumbres and Toltec that was in the Last Crusade.
That's cool. Cumbres. Isn't that the one that Uncle Bill likes?
What's that?
The railroad?
Yes, he loves the con.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. LGL saying it's not in the Indiana Jones movie. Then I'm not familiar with that one. Cumbres and Toltecs was in Indiana Jones' Last Crusade. So, all right, let's get back on the track here. And see what I did there? See what I did? Christmas is right around the corner. And hey, Lank, good to see you here. Christmas is right around the corner. And was wondering, what does everybody want for Christmas? What does everybody want for Christmas? So in a perfect world, why don't you guys share with me some of the things that you want, and I'll start out with what I want. Let's see. No, actually, George, you start out with something you'd like. Train wise.
I can't cut a Lionel O scale or the scale 611 or a JLC 3985.
Oh yes,
The
both are good.
611 I'm not too picky about, but I want if I were to have the Challenger, I want it to be the JLC one, just because I don't know, just something about that engine. The Vision Line one is very cool, but I think the JLC one just does something for me.
So you saw one this weekend that was weathered, right?
Yeah, so my friend Angel got he's coming over today. I think
Okay,
he might
cool.
show up towards the end of the stream, but he's a scalist. He loves his scale trains, right? He's got a big boy and a Challenger. He used to have an amazing scale collection, but he had to sell a lot of it once he went to college, and he just kind of moved on with his life. In high school, he had a really, really cool scale collection. As soon as he went to college, he that gets expensive, so he had to sacrifice a lot of his collection, and he sold the big boy. But something happened where the guy that bought it from him, he said something was wrong that wasn't wrong on the engine, and so Angel just took it back and he kept it and he never sold it again, and then he never sold the Challenger, and so he has those two. Well, we met him over the internet, actually through the live streams. He came over, and then he was able to get a Vision Line big boy, and the Vision Line big boy and then we ended up buying JLC big boy off of him, and so we have his JLC big boy right now.
Right. We'll talk a little bit more about that when he comes in.
But and so then
he did a really nice job of.
So anyways, but then he's got his Challenger, which he later got into weathering. He bought there's these little makeup palette things that you can get at Chicagoland Hobbies, and he weathered his Challenger with it, and he did a really, really, really good job with it. And I was able to I've seen it before. I haven't seen it weathered in person, but I've seen pictures, and it's really cool. I think he made that thing look dirty as all get out, and it looks really, really cool.
Yeah. So you're right, Trey Man Dan. We got on this great Detroit Three Railer merch. We love this stuff. It was sent over to us with a really, really nice letter from Charlie of the Detroit Three Railers. We appreciate that. I was when I saw this, I was going a little bit shaking, a little bit flapping. It was exciting to see. I enjoy it. I really think it's cool when people send us something like that, and it really warms my heart. So thank you, the guys over there at the Detroit Three Railers, and specifically Charlie for these shirts and the nice note. So we got some neat things that people are talking about for Christmas that would be neat Christmas items. So let's see here. James Train says a Milwaukee 261. I thought he had one. Maybe I'm wrong on that. That would be a good one.
Johnny has one. Or no, he has a 265.
So I don't know why I'd want the 261 because that's the one that's still operating.
265 is an IRM.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Let's see. Rob says a PRR congressional set. That would be a cool one to get, wouldn't it?
That's the Fleet of Modernism? Is that the congressional, or is that the Fleet of Modernism?
The Fleet of Modernism, and the congressional set, if I'm not mistaken, they could have probably used the same cars, but I'm not sure. But it had stainless cars.
Silver.
Yeah.
So Burnsy's got that set then too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
DB Tech says he wants a GG1. Now a GG1 is a sweet gift for Christmas. I think for Christmas growing up, I've gotten 2 GG1s for Christmas. Now that I think about it, I've gotten 2 GG1s for Christmas. I got an Amtrak GG1 for Christmas once, and then I got the Scale JLC GG1 for Christmas once from my parents. So
with
that was not at the same time though.
Oh, you did?
I don't think so. No, it's two different times where I got those. And Grandpa, correct me if I'm mistaken. And with the Amtrak GG1, I got those with the Amtrak, or that one with the Amtrak cars too.
Oh, that is a pretty sweet
set. Yeah. But GG1, My favorite engine. My favorite engine's a GG1. Let's see
If
here.
anybody knows of a Vision Line Amtrak GG1, please hit us
Look
up.
me up. Look
Yes,
me
'cause
up.
We're looking for one of those because he rode behind the Amtrak
Right.
GG1.
So Anthony Sparico says a Strasbourg 90 from Lionel. That'd be cool, wouldn't
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah.
it? Sean's. We might be getting Sean a connection here because he wants a standard gauge Hiawatha set. I'm telling you, Sean, if you haven't seen it, it is the most beautiful standard gauge set. Not only that, but it's command control.
Oh, when the cars open up and it's
Right?
like, yeah, they have like little toilets. I don't know why that's the one thing I remember, but they got little toilets that are made out of like metal or what is that, tin? Yeah, they got all the seats in there, and oh my gosh, it's so cool.
And it's neat because it's got all of the. I mean, it's a neat piece. It's got it's a standard gauge piece, but it's got all of the electronics of a modern locomotive, including command control. In fact, we were talking about ours just the other day, and Jordan and I were talking about maybe putting the cruise commander in there, so to take that one up a notch.
I
So-
wonder if that would be an easy one to upgrade or a hard one. And the only reason why I say hard is because I know that template engines like that or brass are really hard to upgrade.
Okay.
Like extremely hard to upgrade because I know that I was talking to a friend of mine, Jason, and he says that Sid has one of his brass engines, and he says that Sid has had the hardest time putting or upgrading it because there is no room on the inside. But I wonder if that's different on the standard gauge stuff because it's bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder too.
Like I guess we've never really opened it up, and I wonder if the electronics are just as small as the ones on the O scale. You know, if it's like just that little spot with the electronics, and then the rest is just
Right.
like open space.
Right.
But yeah.
So Anthony is saying GG1's his favorite engine, and there's Bilko chiming back in. He's got that Hiawatha standard gauge piece. So you, Sean and Bill, got to get together because I think that's a good match. Bill says he'd like a scale Polar Express for Christmas, but really he'd like to get his layout downstairs working. We should go over there and help him out because it's so much easier to work on a layout with two people than one person.
With a bunch of people, yeah. It just kind of okay, yeah. Some of my favorite times on this layout is when we went to Menards and we got some. It was an IBC. It was Sprecher's. We got Sprecher's root beer in the glass bottles. We brought them home. We were working on the tent. That was even before we had track laid down. There's pictures of me in my pajama pants on top of the layout back when it was just bare plywood. And I had Sprecher's in my hand and the big old drill in the other hand.
Living life large.
Yes.
Living life large. So, all right, we got Cloverdale says he'd like an NPC General set. George got one last year for Christmas,
I
right?
got not the set, just the general.
Just the General. All right. Nick's Crossing says he'd like a Lionel Diner set. A Lionel Diner that smokes. That would be a neat one there too. I've got those? Yeah. It's similar to one. I've got the K-Line Diner that smokes. Too bad that you're not close. I don't see don't see room for that K-Line Diner anywhere on my layout here. So that would be one that I think that someday in the near future may hit the trading table for me. Let's see here. If I could get one train for Christmas, it would be the CSX YN2 painted AC 6000 CW.
Oh,
that's a pretty specific one right there. Let's see here. CSX GEET 44 AC says he'd like an Illinois Central SD70. So
is that a Heritage unit? I don't know.
I don't know either, but that would be a cool one. LJL says I'd like an NDM 1150 and HO scale. Pretty cool. Hey, Devon McKenzie's here. Good to see you.
How were your studies?
We had a good Thanksgiving. Is he studying?
Yeah, he had to leave in the beginning.
Oh, right. Let's see. Lank the Verminator says that he'd like a few pieces of used N-scale rolling stock and a Red Ryder BB gun. You should have came with us day before yesterday. We were at a
honey hole of used N-scale.
It was a N-scale honey hole, that's for sure. We went to a place called
Grayland Station
in Chicago, Illinois. And so you have to talk about that one.
I want to go there with Grandpa. Grandpa, I know you don't like N and HO scale, but I know you love model planes, man. Dude, they had some really, really cool Northwest 757s.
Right. Right.
And I'm not sure if he flew them. Probably. I mean, do you think he flew if they had the model? Do you think he flew the model that they had there?
Yeah, I think that Grandpa flew all of those 757s there for Northwest.
They have 3 now, and I think I want to get one for myself. So yeah, but they had a bunch of model planes, and holy crap, they had like 747s. These big old like, have you ever seen those Guppy planes with the big old like tube that's in the front? It looks like a pregnant airplane, and then they got like super small ones. Holy moly, man! That was probably one of the coolest. And then they had bins and bins and bins of N scale stuff. We couldn't find the engines, which is kind of weird, but they had a bunch of N scale rolling stock and a crap ton of HO stuff. They had a little bit of O scale, but it was just kind of stuff people brought in. Nothing. Yeah. Chicagoland Hobby has probably the biggest honey hole for used N scale rolling stock. So they have a whole big pegboard.
They do.
Full of just PFE reefers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's surprising I haven't gotten one. But yeah, yes. That Grayland Station is something I definitely recommend. The guy there is so nice.
Yeah, he was really cool. I enjoyed my visit there. And the time spent there, and it was neat. He had trains. He had aviation memorabilia.
Yeah,
a lot of N scale trains, a lot of aviation models. It was a neat spot.
Yes.
So hey, we've got some new people rolling through the door. Do me a favor, everybody. We're talking trains. Kicking back, relax. Grab yourself an iced tea.
And I would have never known. It's like something. It's that Grayland Station was something I don't think I wouldn't have known that. My uncle, who was an HO scale, he came across it kind of by accident. He was just driving by and he saw Grayland Station trains, pulled over, and bought his. And this was when he was like he hadn't gotten into, or he was in. He's always been into model trains, but like he was just getting back into it. He when he was a kid, he had some like Tyco stuff, but when he was really, really young, or when he was kind of getting back into like, or just kind of getting back into it, thought he went into the shop, or he saw it driving by, went to the shop, and he bought an engine.
That's the way to get into it, man.
That's what started it. It was he says it's a cheaper engine, but I'm like, it's a really nice like Athearn engine. Or actually, no, it might have been Walthers, but Walthers made like off-brand like Athearn blue box engine, but it's really cool. It's an SD60 Norfolk and Western one, and he's like, oh yeah, I gotta take you to this place, George. You can't even like move around, so cool.
Florida Stealing Trains, Florida Stealing Aviation.
It's like a classic like hobby shop,
right?
And we went in there, and I didn't believe him. I was like, oh, that's cool. Thinking that I've been to places that like are,
right.
We go in there, and it was like, and man, he was psyched. So I went there, and the cool part is too, it's not like overly priced.
Okay.
The trains there, like I guess for N scale, I'm not sure about HO. I'm not like really in the loop with that kind of stuff. But the N scale trains there were marked lower than they are on Amazon, which is very, very rare. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy, And so it was really cool. And then I was talking to my friends who are N scalers, and they're like, have you? And he lived like 2 minutes away from 2 miles away from the hobby shop, and he's like, I've never heard of that.
Wow.
And he went there, bought a bunch of N scale crap.
Yep.
But yeah, so go there. It's a really cool hobby shop. I definitely suggest that you go search up Grayland Station. It's in Chicago. We love it a lot. Support it.
So James, and I've been going through people here that have talked about some of the things that they've wanted for Christmas, and I love all of the different things that everybody's putting in. GG1's. So GG1's my favorite engine, James. Just to clarify this, but my favorite like single engine
excursion.
It's the Royal Hudson. That was one like the first big one that I rode behind. That was really neat. Ridden behind a lot. That one. And 765 is another one that's right up there in the top of my favorites now too. But my favorite type of engine is a GG1, hands down. I love GG1s. So yeah, but people have got some neat stuff that they're hoping to get for Christmas. Nick's Carson said he just got a GG1 for his birthday Christmas combo.
Oh, the 75th anniversary set. Nice.
Very good.
Is that the gold one?
I'm not sure. You have to tell us what that one's like there, Nick. Let's see here. I'm behind again on the okay. Sean's saying that the template stuff is easy to upgrade. My stream here is usually a couple of moments behind what everyone's else. Not only that, but I got behind here. Robert Zimmerman says he likes a train that runs. Hey, if you're just rolling through the door, do me a favor, everybody. Please smash that like button. And for those of you that are familiar with the GFW Trains live stream, I'm going to take a moment real quick. Actually, I'll wait until I get caught up. Give my my speech, George.
Oh,
Speech.
boy.
He's like, oh boy. But I give my speech every time. Yeah, Isaiah's right. The standard gauge always costs more, but they are very, very beautiful pieces. I have to give you that. I love a really nice looking standard gauge piece. Well, CSX GEE T44AC, thanks for coming on the stream. We'll see you around the roundhouse. And again, if you're just rolling through the door, please smash that like button. Let's see. Isaiah says another, smoking caboose. That would be a cool one. DB Tech would like a smoking caboose. I've got a post-war one upstairs, a post-war smoking caboose that doesn't smoke anymore. One of these days, I might have to get that one back going. That would be neat. Isaiah,
a bunch.
what's that?
You have a bunch of smoking cabooses.
I said post-war smoking caboose, dude.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just thought it was like in general.
No, yeah. We've got a lot of smoking cabooses, but the post-war smoking caboose is the one I was talking about. Because I know DB Tech loves post-war.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I melted one when I was really little. It was at Grandpa's lab. We're running trains. Actually, that's not true. I didn't melt it. Sammy did. And then he blamed it on me. And I got in trouble. Actually, I didn't get in trouble. Grandpa didn't yell at me. But it disappointed.
yeah. Welcome.
We were running trains. The train came off the track. I didn't know this. And Sammy just didn't do anything about it. And the caboose melted. And Grandpa wasn't happy. But yeah.
So Isaiah Hawkins says another one that he'd like would be a standard gauge 10E. That's a cool one. James Train said he'd like the Illinois Central, I'm behind the Illinois Central SD70 is a Sienna Heritage unit, right? So Crazy Joe, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Grandpa was asking what scale airplanes.
Do you remember?
I don't remember the scale of
They're
the.
like this big. I don't know. They were about this. They're a little bit smaller than the ones that you have on the layout, but I think they're about the size of the ones that you have like displayed on the shelves in the living room. Right?
Okay,
Would you
right.
say that?
Mhm.
Yeah. But then they were really nice. If you probably already have it, but I mean, I thought it was really cool, and
So what's the count? Sean says we got 27 box cars that we're pulling here.
Yeah, the other three are back there. They don't fit around on the loop. Yeah. If I would have a 31, if we didn't have if there wasn't clearance issues.
Steamhead, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome back. Give him a whistle. Love it. Kick back, relax, grab yourself an iced tea. And hey, when we got some new friends rolling through the door, I want to make my speech now. So hey, here's what it is, guys. So we've been doing this for a while, and I am really, really blessed to have such good friends like you guys. And here's what I've got to ask you all. It's been neat that we have all come together. We've all created such a neat community here on YouTube. We've got neat YouTube channels, amazing people. And let's keep this synergy going, guys. Keep it going. Keep supporting each other out there in the YouTube community, in the hobby community. Keep this synergy flowing. Watch each other's videos. Comment. Be positive. We got to be welcoming to new people. That's how we're going to get this hobby to grow. Everybody says that our hobby is one that's dying. And I tell you what, if they saw the synergy, if they saw all of the excitement that has been created in the YouTube community on some of these great YouTube channels of people that are posting on here in our stream and people that post every day really neat YouTube videos, they would say absolutely not, or they would have hope for the hobby, guys. So again, support each other. Let's make this a nice community and watch each other's videos. Be positive, comment, like, subscribe, smash that like button. So yeah, for sure. For sure. Hey, Tony Robinson, welcome to the stream from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Right up north. Right up north. See, you guys have been around. They've heard that. They've heard my speech again and again. But hey, man, I like your spirit on this one, Radar Diddy. That our channel is good for the hobby. I agree. Ooh, look. You get that all back together there. Ooh, look at that. So T4 says, I can't thank you and George enough for the help you've been to my channel. So thank you both. Hey, no, T4, you're doing your channel justice. You've got the coolest channel. I love watching your, among other ones, everybody here has got some really neat channels. I love watching your channel. Sean's Train Depot has got, just put up some neat videos. DB Tech is always sharing some neat things. James Trains, these are just to name a few. And like I said, there are a lot of neat, and I know that there are people in here that I haven't talked about with their channels. And I would say, hey, you know what? And feel free while we're rolling along on the stream to promote your channels, because it's really, if you've got a new video come out, tell me. If you've got something that you'd like to promote, we'd like to help you with that. And I mean, shoot, this is just the live stream of a father and son just hanging out. Look at George's excitement. Yeah. Hey there, Aaron. If we didn't say hi already. So yeah, I know, Radar Diddy. There's a lot of neat content out there. Nick's Train's another one. That's got some neat content. He's always putting up new stuff. And Amtrak Lover, gotta head out, guys. See you around the roundhouse. We'll keep an eye out for a new video by me. All right, well, we'll do that, man. We'll do that. Everybody, keep an eye out for Amtrak Lover video. So let's see here. So Christmas time. Did I say what I wanted for Christmas, George?
You did not. No. Actually, no. Because I remember I said that you wanted the Vision Line to be on, but I said that for you, so it doesn't really count.
Hey, I saw a Royal Hudson the other day.
Oh, wait, what?
A scale one.
Okay. That did not look like a real Royal. That did not look like a Royal Hudson, though.
It was.
But it didn't look like it. The Royal Hudson that James has, in my opinion, is the
That's the Royal Hudson.
That's the Royal Hudson. The one that our friend Dennis had, I don't know. It was cool, but it wasn't. It was just like a steam engine. I don't know. It just.
Yep. So all right. So getting to where we're at, the other day, George and I were running some errands, and we were going by Hinsdale, and I had been communicating with Dennis Zander of Z Stuff for Trains, and we had a chance to go by Dennis Zander's house and see his workshop and his train layout.
I have a question. How did that come up? Was he just like, all right, just come over? Like, just was like I don't know.
It's like, are you Waldozer of Waldozer, Wally Waldozer of Waldozer Productions?
Did he say like that many, like Wally?
And he said, yeah. I said, yeah, this is the Waldozer. He's like,
Waldozer. No, you gotta say it. You can't say it's the Waldo. You gotta say it's the. Well, hold on. Fill in the blanks.
Wally Waldo, the Waldozer, Waldozer, Wally Waldozer. If you're into brevity, Wally. I said, yeah, that's me. He's like, oh, hey, come over, check out my shop.
Anyways,
no, Drew, I just emailed him. I was like, hey, I got some stuff. Can I drop it by your house? He's like, sure. So we went over there, and you know the rest. So we rolled by Hinsdale and got a chance to see Z Stuff for Trains. Hey, welcome to the stream, Sid. Good to have you here. So, yeah. Anyway, we were over there in the workshop. And he's got all kinds of electronic stuff going on. If you're not familiar with Z Stuff for Trains, they make some neat signals and everything like that. But one of the neatest things that they make, or one of the most popular things that they make, are the DZ2500 and the DZ1000 switch motors. And I was over there because he was going to repair some switch motors for me. So, anywho, he's got a big layout. It's like a demonstration layout where he's got a lot of different things on there. And one of the things that he had on it was Royal Hudson.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so it was really cool. He also had a really cool turntable on there.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But yeah, he was working on, or it was a work in progress for him. Really cool. It looked like he had some like spots cut out through the wall.
I didn't see that.
It.
Really?
Yeah. Through the so like you know how you went down the stairs, right?
Right.
To get or his layout was in the attic, and so you went up the stairs to get in.
He built the house, he said, with that in mind, where he wanted to have a floor where he was going to have his train stuff on in his workshop and everything. So it was upstairs. Yeah. It was in the attic, but it wasn't like a dingy, dirty attic. It was a beautiful, like finished attic.
Yeah, it's really cool. We saw his workshop and where all the magic happened.
Yeah.
Then he took us down where he manufactured everything.
Right.
He had a couple of 3D printers, all his molding stuff, and yeah, it's really cool. Really, really cool. So yeah, it was. I mean, he had a really cool dog too.
James and Sids are thinking that we're talking about the Empress. Maybe. But I tell you what, looked like a Royal Hudson to me. It was a beautiful, beautiful engine though, Canadian Pacific. What is it? Canadian? Yeah, I think it was Canadian Pacific. It was nice. It was nice. He had a really neat setup though. But it was neat to go there, and he was really nice and helped us switch out some of the switches that we were having difficulty with, and just swap them out for some new stuff. So good stuff. Good guy that is. That
Empress is a ship.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So really, really, it was really neat.
So LJ was talking here, and I apologize, LJ. I'm just going with the flow of the conversation with the what we're talking about here. But LJL's been adding some information about the National Railway of Mexico's GR20, which was used in the Young Indiana Jones in 1992. So it's Mexico's only steam excursion star. Did not know that. I did not know that. So yes, I can see your comments, and I'm sorry for and I'm not ignoring. I'm just trying to
stay on top.
Right. So Sean's Train Depot is talking about Z Stuff. They make some of the most realistic crossing gates, and you can adjust the speed. It lowers the gate instead of dropping it like I didn't know that. That's pretty neat.
Oh no, he doesn't. He's got the just the. I think he's just got the flash.
Right. So James says that the Empress is Canadian Pacific H1B in the same paint. The H1Cs, Ds, and E's are streamlined. Gotcha. Yeah, because I thought it was streamlined. You don't remember it being streamlined, huh?
It's just a regular Hudson.
Okay.
It was just like a New York Central Hudson with the CP paint.
All right. So hey, this is a good segue here, and George is just starting to get his chops slathered up about this. Trains O and N scale. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Smash it for everybody here, whether you're Trains O and N scale or if you haven't already and you like what's going on here, please do that. Is asked, does anybody know of any good, cheap ways to weather freight cars? Well, we were just out at a hobby shop, and George just showing off his Detroit 3-railers. One more time. Show them the back there. That's great. Boom. So we were just at a hobby shop, and George bought something.
This I bought for $10. It's not the greatest way to weather trains, but it is certainly a should I drop from it? It's certainly a cheap way. But yeah, I bought this. It's a Tassimo weathering weathering master. And the only thing is, gotta
Who
know
makes that, George?
Tasima or
Tamaya.
Tamaya. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, so the only thing is you got to know how to weather before you do it, because all the instructions are in Japanese. So yeah, but I had a friend of mine teach me a while back, and I started on a car.
I should show them the one that you got that you did up here already.
Okay.
Oh, you started on this one. This is the one you were working on
Yeah,
yesterday.
I just did
huh?
the trucks on this one. I don't know if you can't really tell, but they're like they were originally like really shiny, and I kind of made them brown. But yeah, pretty cool. I'll go get the one that I weathered already. Let me put this back real quick. Oh, oops.
Hey, look who's here. Ravenhawk's in the house.
Hello. I like the
How you
new,
doing, Ravenhawk? Welcome to the stream. Hang out, grab some iced tea. Man, this iced tea is nice and smooth, and it's going quick for me tonight. So you heard his ears burning, and show you're like Batman, just showing up.
But yeah, so here's the one I weathered a while back with Angel. Angel taught me how to weather. It's not the best, but it does the job. But yeah, so pretty cool. And eventually the plan is to weather the whole PFE train. Although I gotta figure out a way. Forget there's something that you gotta do after you weather it. It's like a makeup. It's just like a makeup palette. So you it comes with like this brush thing, and it had like a foam thing or this.
You sure you got that at the hobby shop? You didn't get that at the makeup counter?
The
It looks
Ulta,
like that.
the
Yeah, the
local
Ulta.
Yeah, no, but it's got like you can buy a bunch of different colors, but this one is the most realistic for trains. It's got just a brown, black, and white. No, we use the white for salt, the black for soot, and then the brown for rust. But yeah, and it comes with these really. If you're gonna do
Thanks,
it,
Steven.
if you're gonna do it, buy another sponge, or I don't know what you'd buy, but it's like you need to buy a makeup sponge. And then another brush. Actually, the brush on this one's okay, but you get another sponge because the sponge is a very crucial part in it. And I tried to do it with just the brush, and it didn't really work. So yeah, I need to get a couple more things before I can continue with this. And yeah, you got to do.
What do you use the paint thinner for, George?
Oh, the paint thinner is so basically when you get this, it's kind of hard, and this is it. It's not meant for weathering trains. In fact, this is meant for weathering model tanks. But and so there's a different way you weather those tanks. In fact, the instructions are kind of on weathering the tanks, and but for the trains, you need to kind of loosen up the pallets. And the way you do that is you put the paint thinner. And I don't know if I was using the right paint thinner. I think I used a little bit too much of it. But you use that, and you put the you put like a drop on the palette, and it just softens it up so you're able to pick it up with the brush. But yeah.
So we got people saying they gotta seal the weathering with clear coat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know how to do that. I think you need like an airbrush for that, and yeah, that's something I gotta do. But that's once I perfect it and I make it look okay, I think that I'm gonna weather the PFE train, and then my D&H RS11. I think that's the one I'm gonna kind of experiment on because it's not really the best runner, and I don't know. Yeah. But yeah.
So George, Mom and Grandma and Grandpa say that you can weather some stuff, or they don't say don't weather the PFE train. They like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I have planned for it. I want to convert the whole thing to Katie's, which I know you're not too fond with, but I don't know. I just kind of going for the 3-rail scale look. So yeah,
it's like Sweetwater.
hot
box. Oh, hot box.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah. So that's what I use or that's what I guess I can't say use, but that's what I've used so far to weather, and yeah.
So Lambo says Thunder Mesa Studio on YouTube is good for weathering.
You see, yes, But I'm assuming that they do a lot of stuff with like airbrushes and stuff like that, and we don't have an airbrush. If we ever get one, that's something I'd look at. I'd want
That's
to.
what I'd like for Christmas.
We got one like a couple years ago, didn't we?
Yeah, but it was so not all airbrushes are created equal.
Oh,
So there are some that are really good, and those are the ones that you want to get. You want to get the really good ones. If you buy one that looks good but it's cheap, it's not a good. The airbrushes, like the cheap airbrushes, the ones that are made in China, they will work like once or twice good, but then the needle in the brush gets bad and they're just not good. So you don't want to chintz on airbrushes when you're doing airbrushing.
Did you find them at like Hobby Lobby? Do they sell good ones at Hobby Lobby?
I think so. Badger's a really good brand. Badger's a good brand. I think they sell those at Slobby Lobby.
Slobby Lobby.
At the Slobby Lobby.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby.
I don't want none of that China stuff from the Slobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby is like kind of the Aldi of hobby stores.
Yes, it is. LJL says GFW, Canada Steam or Mexico Steam? Canada. I'm all day Canada Steam.
Yeah, Canada.
Yep.
I don't know of any like significant Mexican steam. Like, yeah, it's cool, but Canada had like the Royal Hudson, the big old Northerns, So yeah.
So Ravenhawk had a really good suggestion on how to weather, and he says I've been using what I've been using to weather some of my HO cars is acrylic raw umber paint. I paint the whole side of the car and then wipe it off with a paper towel in a downward motion. And it gives the look of rust streaks. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's kind of what Angel taught me to do with the brown stuff. Is you put it on you'll put the sponge onto the car, and then you'll kind of like do it always downward motions, never up. It's always down. But yeah, that's to kind of give it the rust look. I had a friend who did it with black paint on his PFE cars, and
didn't turn out well. Look like rotten fruit.
He is very proud of it.
Oh, all right.
So
okay, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know if it turned out good or bad. Look like rotten fruit.
He is very proud of it, but
good.
I think that there's a lot of improvement to be made.
Hey.
I don't know. It was. I don't. Yeah, but it's cool.
So DB Tech got a Harbor Freight airbrush. You're gonna have to give me a heads up on whether they got any good airbrushes over there at Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight, baby. One-time use. Don't ever buy a jack from Harbor Freight.
A jack or something to cut your the track. The track.
One track. You gotta buy a new saw every time you plan to cut a different piece of track.
Yeah. Well, I burned up the motor on this little thing that I bought to cut track. I thought it was going to be really good, but
I thought that you just I thought the rubber part, the chain or not the chain, but I thought that melted.
Yeah, it was a mess, man. It was a mess right across the board.
Smelled like burnt rubber down here when he was cutting track.
So LJL says, I'm a big Canada fan, but I'm getting interested in Mexican steam, like the 1150. Yeah, you know what? Now, it's not Mexican steam, LJL, but you have to look for the trains that they used at Disney World and probably Disneyland too. But the Disney World train, a lot of the Disney World trains, they got from South America, and they've got really, really neat stories behind them as to how they ended up at Disney World.
They bought one of their steam engines for $750.
$750.
But then when they went over to look at it, some guy punched it, and his hand went right through the boiler. It was so rusty.
Yeah.
Sean's Train Depot says Harbor Freight Jack equals Suicide Jack.
True that.
Yes. Yeah. So but yeah, Santa Fe 3751 was bought for $1. Wait, really?
I didn't know that. But that's really probably just based upon the fact that it was going to from Museum of Science and Industry to the Illinois Railway Museum.
3751 is the one that operates in California.
Oh! I wonder what the story was behind that. Then did not know it. They probably had to restore it.
Look at it now, yeah. Oh, they may have bought it for $1, but man, oh man, that's gonna cost a lot of money to restore.
So yeah, Ravenhawk says he's going to shoot me a link on Facebook. Thanks. That'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Nick's Crossing says I found an abandoned Niagara at the New Hope and Ivyland Railroad. I found an abandoned Niagara at the New Hope and Ivyland Railroad was from a Mexican railroad. Wow.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's really cool. Really, really cool.
Niagara, that's a pretty big locomotive too, isn't it?
Yeah. That's bigger than a Northern, I think.
Niagara Northern.
Niagara Northern.
That's cool. That's cool. So hey guys, thanks for all sticking here and hanging out with us this evening. We're enjoying everybody's company. We were rolling here on DFW Trains in the Worldwide Studio.
The Worldwide Studio.
Ooh, I like that. Is that your on-air voice? Worldwide Studio. My dad has been on my case about trying to get the a camera view of our layout, and I've got a camera in the
working.
The camera car, and I got it working the other day. Here's the deal. I can't get it on my computer, and even once I get it on my computer, I'm not sure if I can get it cast up. But I know I can't cast it up from my phone. But this is a pretty neat little piece. This is what is it called, George?
The Vision Cam Caboose.
Vision Cam Caboose. And this is, we're going to do it like just the stupid way. But it's a really neat, we've got it operating off my phone right now. Man, neat. Hopefully I can get things figured out. I got it figured out how to get it onto my computer the other day, but now it's not getting on my computer. And once I get it on my computer, then I got to figure out how to get it up on to broadcast it up. This is behind the camera there. This is on the other side of the layout. I don't know if you can see that or it's even worth it. Now it's getting ready to go up the
incline.
The incline. George, for the rest of the stream, just hold this right here. Right like that. That's good. Just hold it like that. I'll take it from here. Get closer to the camera. I'm joking. But that's a pretty neat little piece.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see here. Charles Morehouse, welcome to the stream. Kick back, relax, grab yourself some iced tea, and we'll have some fun watching trains here. Or watching trains, talking about trains.
Trains. Yes. I got one of those mini Wi-Fi cameras. It works on the phone, but can't get it on the live stream.
Yeah, it's tough. I got it working on my computer the other day, and I can't replicate whatever it was that it was doing. So it's a Q7 or a Q11. I'll tell you what, Lionel certainly didn't do themselves any favors in terms of their instructions on how to get it to work. The password that they had on there was it was a mess. It was absolutely a mess.
Were you able to get the passwords working?
Yeah, but I had to look up a totally different site, like the web developer on the regular. I mean, it was just like, Radar Diddy says I was watching someone else's channel that had a drone camera flying around the layout. If I had the knowledge, my dream would be to put a bunch of different cameras around the layout and just have something where I could broadcast all of them up on the television. That would be cool. I am just not at that level of expertise, and I'm telling you, it took me 3 hours to try and get that stupid thing going. You know, that's the most frustrating thing in the world for me is when you work with technology, you get it to work, you do the exact same thing, and you can't replicate it. I don't know why. James Train says, "Gotta go. Wouldn't see you wouldn't want to be, and remember, wasn't me." That's how you ZW. You got it, man. That's how you ZW. So Boxcar Willie had a song about Mexican Mexican train songs. How about that? Didn't know that.
There you
All
go.
right, Trains O&N Scale. Good to have you here. Hopefully, we shed a little light on your weathering there. Hopefully, George is going to be doing some weathering. I know that's something he wants to get into. Freaks my dad out. My dad, Grandpa George, or George Wardrick on here, he does not like weathering. He certainly doesn't like weathering. And I've got like drawbacks of weathering. I think it would be cool to get something neat weathered, but then I know that I would hear about it from my dad if I ever got anything weathered there. Yeah. So is the last train to Clarksville by the Monkeys the one about the Mexican railroads, George?
I don't know. I'm not really in that stuff. Ask LJL, he'll know you.
I'm joking. I know, I absolutely know that's not the last train to Clarksville. So when I was growing up, George, the Monkeys were they were a band, but they had a television show, and it was a color television show. And if I'm not mistaken, it was one of the first color television shows. It was just about these guys in the band, and they would do stupid things, crazy things in the show, and then they would end up singing songs in the show. And one of their most famous songs was the last train to Clarksville. Oh, and the Doobie Brothers. They don't be twins, but they do be brothers. Long train a running. Hey, man, which doobie you be?
10 engine lash up. Wow.
That's
takes a lot of skill.
Pretty solid
I
lash
don't
up
think
right
we
there.
have 10 engines that'll lash up together like nicely.
Yeah. Trainman Dan, yeah, I'm thinking of if we could get a bunch like that. Cloverdale. All right, so this is good. Cloverdale Mine, O Scale Model Railroad says I just weather buildings. That's a good take on it. So T4 says it wasn't long ago that Cuba had the largest fleet of operating Baldwin steamers in the world. Don't know what happened to them. Hopefully not cut up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's yeah. Wow. Well, they still run those like the really old interurbans too. The trolleys.
Yep.
Yeah. Do they still debate whether 2-rail or 3-rail is better? Well, there isn't enough 2-railers to debate on whether 3-rail is better. O scale. 2-rail, other things is different. That they're just not as superior. See, they're okay. This is what I'm saying, right? If you're somebody that's complaining about 3-rail track, right? Just remember, you wasted your money on 2-rail track. You get for O scale, you buy 2 rails, you get the third one free.
Get the third one for free.
So it's all about the big brain moves. You know what I'm saying?
Big brain moves. Vincent Van Pep again. How you doing tonight, buddy? Glad to have you here on Fast Friday. Ooh, I'm starting to slur my words, George. That iced tea is nice and smooth tonight.
To chug the rest.
It's nice and smooth. I'm slurring my words. I was cooking cookies with your daughter. With
my daughter. Just so you guys know, I do not have a daughter. I'm 15 years or 16 years old. I do not have a daughter. I have a sister.
That one, my daughter.
Yes.
I was cooking cookies with her. Drank a lot of iced tea cooking cookies. We burned a lot of them.
Yeah, I know. Emily and I could hear you guys from upstairs. You guys were having a good time.
We were. Hey, glad to have you with us tonight. It's good to be on this. What is our 135th live stream? First anniversary of our 100 24-hour stream.
100 subscribers away from 3,000.
100 subscribers away from 3,000. If you're not a subscriber on here, go subscribe to the GFW Trains. We'll do
a 3,000 subscriber something.
Yeah, we haven't been real good about putting out videos. You put out videos, you get subscribers. That's just how the YouTube algorithm works. We haven't been real good about putting out videos, just regular videos. We do the live stream every Friday night, and that's fun. It's fun to hang out and talk with trains, but it's not really the best in terms of growing your YouTube channel. I'm not really that concerned about growing my YouTube channel. George's YouTube channel.
And my daughter.
It is daughter. I've been I'm not really that concerned about that. What I like best is I just like creating a train community. Speaking of that, man, I got to get that main line going, that Discord group. If there's, yeah, and that's kind of the wraparound, I think, is that there's got to be ways, and it's been really neat to see people get together in real time and in person, like we were in York there, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna shut up for a few minutes. I'm mumbling and slurring my words. Welcome to the stream, Train Addict. He's been, yep.
I heard when they first started that show. I think he's talking about the one with the monkeys.
Ah, all right.
Yes.
Sean's Train saying that must be a Long Island iced tea.
Long Island.
Well, we are a family-friendly show here, you know, and I can't really. When we first started the streams here, we were in the throes of quarantine, and I would be down here in the middle of the day, and I have a nice, tall, stiff glass of iced tea, and I didn't want to say what was in the cups. I'd just say drinking iced tea. So it all falls under iced tea.
Any drink that we have here is iced tea. Iced tea.
So we're drinking iced tea. That's
Iced tea.
And here's the rule of thumb for Wally: the smaller the glass, the stronger the iced tea. So if you see me down here with a big glass, I sometimes have a big glass.
that ain't the good stuff.
But if you see me with a smaller glass, that's when I start slurring my words and talking about George's daughter.
Oh, man. Yes.
Yep. And if you don't have any iced tea, Cloverdale Mine, you better go out and get some iced tea. This is for Thanksgiving weekend, Friday night, right on the doorstep of having a great weekend. It's Black Friday. Don't know if anybody did some Black Friday shopping. I bought one thing for Black Friday so far, but as soon as I'm done with the stream, I've got like 3 or 4 things that I've got my eye on that I want to get. Yeah. See, I'm letting some of my my secrets out here. You're right. No, so getting back to the monkeys, they were all actors, but I don't know if they were the ones that sang or if it was all dubbed in. But when I was a little kid, I didn't know whether it was they were singing or not. To me, they were all singing. I'm gonna have to introduce you to the monkeys, George.
The monkeys.
That's for sure. Yep. Good stuff. Yeah, like I said, the smaller the glass, the harder the drink. Tony Robison's in the house. Good night, everyone. Thank you for the tips and have a good night. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us a little bit. We'll see you around the roundhouse.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
What was that, George? You said it really fast.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
Turn around the roundhouse.
That.
Hey, look who's here. We got K&R Custom Models. Hey, I'm kicking back with some Mike's Hard Lemonade. Very good. And Sean Strain said, oh, man, I want to come over for iced tea now. You ever make it up our way? Absolutely.
Gladly.
We got the big glass. We got the small glass. Whatever you need there, Sean. We'll get that for you.
Yep. We got big trains and small trains, too.
So Randall says, so basically the small iced tea glass is like 99.9999999% alcohol then.
It's like hand sanitizer.
Allegedly.
It's hand sanitizer.
Allegedly.
I could wash my hands with that stuff.
So LJO says Missouri Pacific and National Railways of Mexico shared passenger trains. I didn't know that. How about that? And adding to that, Missouri Pacific and National Railways of Mexico shared passenger trains. The Aztec Eagle.
I wonder if that's what Biso rode.
Oh, I wonder too. Aztec Eagle was a Missouri Pacific and then National Railway of Mexico that ran from Mexico City to Dallas Fort or DF to San Antonio, Texas. Oh, that's cool. Wait. Oh, it's been a long day. I've been burning cookies and
Drinking iced tea.
drinking iced tea, and yeah, good times, good times. I'm a big fan of Thanksgiving. It's just a good time to kick back and enjoy your family. My train family here, guys. Everybody is here. Thank you for being my friend. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. I always talk about my favorite part of the hobby, and my favorite part of the hobby are the relationships. I tell you what. Oh, look at that. Speaking of family, DB Tech got a grandson for Thanksgiving. Congratulations, DB Tech. That's great to hear. So KNR is saying, hey, nice loop back with the layout, long train run. Yep, we were talking about that earlier. It's the layouts in a double dog bone configuration. You're catching the top part of the dog bone right here. You go back down and you'll see the lower part of the dog bone on the other. We have only one train running tonight because we wanted to feature the dog bone. We thought that would be fun.
But yeah. Jimmy's trains. Is it too early to talk about the spring New York meet?
Oh, it's never too early. Although I don't think I can go, man. I am like in a money deficit right now. I'm in such a money deficit that I owe my son money. $80 I owe him.
62.
62.
I paid for shipping.
I gave you my credit. Oh, you
No,
didn't.
You didn't. I told you. Yeah.
Oh man, I owe him $62. Just put it on my tab. We'll catch up in college.
Oh, there it.
College. We'll get that. We'll get it all settled up. Train man dad. He's like, but I might as well call my live stream Beer and Trains, as for some reason I have a beer every time I stream. I love that idea. I think you should. Your live streams are great.
Beer and
If you haven't seen any of Train Man Dan's live streams, are great. He's got the most amazing trains and the most amazing layout. And you never know. The one thing about Train Man Dan's live streams, you never know when he's going to turn around
and just pull out like
a train from somewhere, rip
a
off
10-10-2 from like under like the curtains, or like, have like just a third rail like Allegheny just behind in a drawer, Yeah.
Right. And so we were watching his live stream and participating last week, and we had a really good time with that. So your train meet, George, in spring.
I don't got any money. I spent it all last week.
Well, that's going to be a tough one for us to get out in the spring, actually, because spring's a little bit more active for us. George will be knee-deep in baseball at that time, and I'll be knee-deep probably with the debt collectors trying to –
debt collectors.
I kid. He's the only debt collector I got. I owe him $6.
62.
How many?
25 cents.
60. Who's counting, man? Who's counting?
Yeah.
60, and that wasn't even for me. That's $62, and I owe Bill $30. Bill, if he's watching too, I forgot to give him $30. He was over here. We were at a train show last weekend. I ended up. It wasn't even for me. I bought some. I didn't have any money. I didn't bring any money because I didn't want to spend any money, and I ended up spending $80 on some track. But it wasn't for me. I swear to God, it wasn't for me,
For
George.
Jason.
Yes, it was.
JD Stucks. Yeah, I know. I shipped it. I went to the post office and I shipped it off to the JD Stucks land, and yeah.
Right.
The lady was kind of mean. I didn't really have a good experience with her.
Oh yeah, that
Man,
customer.
Why is it the post office? It's always like, I mean, she's really grumpy. Like,
Customer service is not something that the
she
post
had her
office
mask
likes to
around
take
her
pride
chin,
in.
and she yelled at me because my mask was like right here, and it fell down. Yeah, man. And then she was giving me a hard time because like the package was a weird shape, and I was like, dude, I do not care.
What did she say about the package?
She just said this is an odd package. Did you make it? It's like, yeah. She said, next time you gotta blah, 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 blah. I was like, I do not care. Because next time
Look at you.
I don't care. Just ship the package.
George is already statement against the government.
Nah,
I'll
dude,
make my package whatever way I want.
If they have better customer service.
I want my package.
I wanted you to ship it. I don't give a crap what condition it's in or how it's shaped. You really think I can fit, big long piece of track in a 4x4 box that you said that I have to use?
No, I'm telling you, Sean. All right. So we measured it up, but I totally forgot
It's
what
like 24x12, I think.
Yeah, that's the dimensions of our room, and we'll give everybody a little tour of our layout here. So you can get the whole thing. Our house is down here is a mess, but this is a tour of our layout. You only get to see this side, but it's called the GFW Trains Worldwide Studios. But the train layout here is the Yorkville and Eastern Shore Railroad. And the reason why we call it the Yorkville and Eastern Shore Railroad is the Yorkville and Eastern Shore. That is an acronym. The acronym is
Yes.
the Yes Railroad. So that's what we call it here, the Yes Railroad. George, would you like another train?
Yes.
That's the Yes Railroad spirit right there. So it's the Yorkville and Eastern
Can't
Shore.
say no on the Yes Railroad.
Right. So if you see out here, that's New York City behind George. And over here is the Jersey Shore, and this is all coming together nice and slowly. My mom is making all of these murals and everything like this. So this is the Jersey Shore, and what we're going to do is the layout is meant to be a layout that starts, and we're going to start all the way over here, and over here where the Midwest Division thing, this is, or the sign is going to be, or is now, is where we're going to have Yorkville, and that's going to be over here, painted Yorkville, and down here where the train is crossing right now is going to be the Fox River, and that's the river that runs in through Yorkville where we live. And as we come across here, there's one of George's handmade created towers.
Yeah,
right
man,
over
I
there.
made this I made this after school. We were making like stuff out of popsicle sticks in school, and I was like, man, I want to come home and make this out of make something out of popsicle sticks. So what do? I make this tower out of popsicle sticks and a hot glue gun. And yeah, it sat down here for a long time. It's probably, yeah.
So anyway, it's now part of the
Part of the skyline, baby.
Skyline. So anyway, we're coming across the country from Yorkville all the way to Chicago, and then as the train comes across here, and by the way, over here in Yorkville, we've got and you can't see
Train
it, but
elevator.
there's
And a coal tip.
a coal tipple behind here on the second level, and we've got a little bit down over here. We've got a little bit of a switch yard. So anyway, it comes around here, and as you can see, this is a 2-track main line on the bottom. We've got right down here, we've got a double crossover for the 2-track main line. So comes around here, and then on this side of the train layout, let me see here. On this side of the train layout, we have got a pass-through station, and you can see, let's see here, 2 lines here, and then it splits off right here, and one of them is a passing siding, and you can see over back over here, you can see that Pennsylvania E unit is on the passing siding. And then we've got 4 tracks here that are pass-through station, and then there's 1 track that starts the ramp up behind here. Now this is just a concept, as you can see as we're coming through here. That's our station. It's really bad right now, and I apologize. It's where I put all my tools and stuff, and I'm working on the layout. But we've got that's where the station house is going to be on the top, and then underneath the station house, as we come across here, we've got station platforms. So anyway, as we're coming across here, you can see where the train's coming down right now. That's the ramp that goes up, and then we've got the station come through here, and then this is one part of the bottom Y, and yeah, then we come back across here, and this is the part that you see. We're coming across the country, get to New York City, Eastern Shore, and then over on the Eastern Shore, on this wall here, we're going to have Washington, D.C. And a couple of things that you don't see is right now the train, which is 27 cars long.
Yep.
It's going to the bottom of the double dog bone. And we've got 2 parts of a Y over here. We've got 1 part of a Y here, 1 part of a Y here. We've got a switch yard back over here. And coming back around here. And then underneath the upper level, we have got a passing siding, which is really, really fun to, excuse me. It's really fun to operate because one of my favorite things to do on this layout is to run 2 trains in opposite directions on the same track. So again, bottom of the dog bone you're seeing now, and then the top of the dog bone's up there. And we had a couple of questions earlier as to who makes the yellow bridge.
Bridge Boss, baby.
Girder work that we did there, that's Bridge Boss. So anyway, there are people that have YouTube channels that have been progressing along a lot faster than we have on the train layout, but I work and get down here just to release some stress and some steam from time to time, and that's what I do. I do it when I can. I love it when George comes down here and work with me. Sometimes he can, sometimes he can't. George is a busy young man, so he's got lots of stuff that he does. I think we just lost a feed. Who did it? Lose everything? Oh, there we go. Oh, we back. All right. So, hey, I'm very behind on my comments there after all of that. So if I so Train Man Dan, hopefully we'll see you in October. We might be making our way over there to Michigan sometime soon. We were I was going to drop off that track that George was talking about with Jason. We were going to go over there to Michigan and visit, hopefully for an open house with the Detroit 3-railers. And we're going to do that either when Jason does his next one. Hopefully if we can snake an invitation or maybe even snake an invitation earlier to open house that those guys have up there. But yeah, he was having some hard time finding Atlas track,
and there's a guy that had a bunch of it at a train show we went to.
So we bought that. I ended up in debt to my son and Bilko, and yeah, Artie Firkin, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
George or Karen? The lady wasn't a Karen. She was like a Diane or something like that. That's like she wasn't. She was like too old to be a Karen, but like. So she was more of like a, I don't know, like yeah. I didn't like her. She was mean.
LJO, the railroad will take you from Mexico to Canada. You're right. By way of Yorkville and New York City, and actually Old York and New York. Yorkville and New York. There's a lot of Yorks out there. I never even thought about that. If we had New York there, if we had New York out here, it would be Yorkville, York,
the 3 Y's, baby.
And New York.
Y3.
Oh. Yeah, Aaron, I have no idea how they ran that Silver Streak 3 Union Station.
Lots of CGI.
It was before CGI, dude. There must have been like models, like an HO model running through there, George.
Like in Super 8?
Yeah. So you have to, who's seen the movie Super 8? Super 8 is a fun movie. If you haven't seen the movie Super 8, you got to see the movie Super 8. And especially if you're a train guy. Now, the movie isn't about trains. It's about a bunch of kids. And it's got a really fun feel to it.
It's like Stranger Things before Stranger Things.
Yes, exactly. But at the end of the movie, they got one of the guys wants to be a movie maker. And at the end of the movie, they show parts of the movie that he's made. And there are some train wreck scenes. And in the train wreck scenes, he uses post-war Lionel trains. It's fun to watch. If you haven't seen that, you have to watch Super 8. Oh, yeah. That's right. We bad. That's from Silver Streak. Have you seen Silver Streak? Oh, I got to show you Silver Streak. Silver Streak might be my favorite. No, Polar Express is my favorite train movie. But Silver Streak has got to be my favorite train movie. What's your favorite train movie?
I don't know. I don't really have one. Like Unstoppable's pretty good. I like that one.
Unstoppable's good, right?
Yeah, that one's probably my favorite. Yeah. Probably Unstoppable.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Grab was saying that Union Station has a couple through tracks. That's right. So and Union Station in Canada is a run through. Very good. 310 to Yuma. That's a train one. I haven't seen 310 to Yuma, but I've heard that's a really good movie. A Western style movie, George.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's probably one of my favorite ones. The General.
Oh, the General. Yep.
That one. Yeah. I forget what's the name of. Oh, the Great Train.
The Great Locomotive Chase.
Oh, yeah.
That is a good one. Bust out your General. Show that one real quick. It's right around there. Unstoppable and Polar Express. Train Man Dan has got to say his favorite train movie. Polar Express and Silver Streak are good ones. And then another one, my dad, we watched the other day with my dad, and I forgot. That's got some fun train part. Is North by Northwest. That's a good one. Yep, Super Steamhead you like. Yeah, Super 8 is good. Silver Streak, absolute best. Oh, the Wee Man. I remember seeing the Wee Man scene when I was growing up and like not understanding at all what was going on with that. I was like, oh, all right, Wee Man. So KNR was saying, where'd you get all of the material for the elevated girder bridge? So the elevated girder bridge is manufactured by a company called Bridge Boss. And we were able to get the pieces through Bridge Boss, and we put those together. Yep. Emperor of the North. I've never even heard of that one. Great train movie. We're going to have to get that one.
Sounds like something that has like the Orient Express in it.
Yeah. The Train. That's a good one. Yep. Starring Burt Lancaster. I've heard that's I haven't seen The Train, but I've heard that's a really, really good one. That's one I'm going to have to watch. Philly Guy, welcome to the stream. Says, any of you older guys seen the movie The Chartreuse Caboose? I like that. I'm going to call my wife that tonight.
Oh, dude, come on. Man,
oh, The Chartreuse
You can
Caboose.
say that like when I'm not here. Nah, dude.
You would only, and this is what I say with you here. You can only imagine what I'd say with you not here.
I don't want to imagine.
Hey, DB Tech wants to see the General out of the box, George. Pull that thing out. Yeah, I gotta watch the Train with Burt Lancaster. So we're just getting a full-on knowledge education about the National Railroad of Mexico. I had no idea they had Union Pacific, old Union Pacific cabooses. So yeah, Emperor of the North. I've got to check that one out. Van Ryan Express War movie. All right.
Oh boy.
So Emperor of the North is a showdown between a top hobo and a sadistic conductor. It's all right. That's a good one. Oh yes. Uncle Greg's got a good one. Throw Mama from the Train. Crisscross, Greg. Crisscross. Ernest Borgnine plays the conductor. And plays the conductor. I cannot remember the name of the movie. I wonder if that's the same one as the Emperor of the North that these guys are talking about. Grandpa says, we're riding on an Amtrak train. The Amtrak train was peeling off, and you can see the lettering for the Silver Streak cars. Wow.
There we go.
LGL says, my favorite train movie is Murder on the Orient Express or The Emperor of the North. I got to see. So Emperor of the North is definitely on my must-see list. That one, and I think I'm going to watch The Chartreuse Caboose with my wife, George. Ooh, that thing's flying. It's going to go. Oh, there we go. This is just like the regular Great Locomotive Chase right there. Oh, yes. The original General with Buster Keaton. Yeah, that's for sure. That's a good one. Again, yep, and that's the Great Locomotive Chase. We did a video on the general that we saw that's featured in the Great Locomotive Chase, but that is a good one. Yep. Frank Sinatra is the star in Von Ryan's Express. Killer Raccoons 2. That's a train movie. See, we're getting all kinds of good train movie heads up there. Train Man Dan wants to know who grew up watching Thomas the Tank.
I did.
Right, George watched Thomas the Tank. He watched a lot of Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah. Let's see here. There's a film, Broadway Limited, from 1941. It's more drama than a train flick, but has great Pensy steam action. Nice. See, this is all the good stuff right here. And Slagcat says that the Emperor of the North is Ernest Borgnine and Lee Martin. Very good. Hey, Bear Creek Woodworking, welcome to the stream. Made it to another Fast Friday. We're just hitting the 2-hour mark right now, and we're still going strong. I've gotten to the bottom of one very, very good iced tea. So things are rolling in my mind, and George is slapping his head a couple of times because I'm thinking of a movie called The Chartreuse Caboose. Hold on a second, George. Chartreuse Caboose. What do you think, George? What color is chartreuse?
I don't care. The blue.
Oh, yes. Got a lot of Thomas fans. I guarantee there are a lot of Thomas fans around here. So Isaiah Dawkins says, a fact that you don't know. Do you know that Thomas and Friends use sound effects from the train and the Emperor of the North? I had no idea about that. Oh, and The Greatest Show on Earth. Yep. Train wreck scene in that at the end of that. Forgot about that. See here. Grandpa says, I like the sleeping car scene in Some Like It Hot with Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis and Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
JD Stux. We're just talking about you. All bad things. Don't worry.
All bad things. So
all bad things.
Keeping up
so much crap. We're like
keeping up the reputation. Keeping up the reputation. But yes, we have got our DR3, our Detroit Three-Railer shirts on here. Love to support that. Thanks again from you guys over there, and specifically you, Charlie, sending out our way. Appreciate that. Boom, let's see that. Yeah. Let's see. But we've been talking to Jason, just rolling in here. We've been talking about, oh, you probably got this. I'm like 5 minutes behind on the. That's one bad thing about StreamYard is sometimes you get behind on your or you don't get behind, but it shows up late on the chat here. So the 30s film Danger Lights is heavy on steam action from the Milwaukee Road. Oh, wow. Including a locomotive tug of war. Danger Lights.
Nice.
All right. And the Emperor of the North is also known as Emperor of the North Pole. Cloverdale got a good iced tea. That's good to see. Oh, Trading Places. That's another one. Yes. Trading Places. You got to see that one.
Yeah?
Yes. Trading Places is a great movie. They're going to get some information on orange juice trading.
Oh.
Yeah. They got to go on the train to get some information. Yeah. Yep. All right. So got your Christmas tree and trains going. JD Sucks says, what did I say?
What did you say?
Or what did you
We were just talking about how.
Got some Atlas track.
Putting this guy in debt.
So, funny story, Jason. We went to the train show. We found the Atlas track. But I didn't bring $1 to that train show. So when you said you wanted it, it was like after you said you wanted it, I'm like, oh, crap, how am I going to pay for this? So I told the guy that I wanted it, and I knew that it was hard track to find, so I wasn't going to let him walk out the door. He was about ready to walk out the door. So I turned to George, and I was like, hey, George, you got any money? George looked at me like, yeah, I got some, but I don't want to lend it to you. I was like, George, you going to lend me some money? He's like, yeah. So he gave me $50, and that
$50 bill. The first and
right.
only $50 bill I've ever had in my wallet.
So he gave me the $50 bill, and I was like, all right, I'm still short. So I went out to my car to see if I had my checkbook. Didn't have my checkbook. So I walked back in, and Bill's there, right? And Bill's like, what do you need? I was like, $30. So he goes through his wallet. I got $29. I'll take it. So I yanked it out of his hand. So I got $79. I go up to the guy. I was like, hey, take $79. He's like, no, I want 80. I was like, well, I'm going to owe you one. And I gave him the $79. I gave him the $79. I took the track. The guy, I've known him for years from the Trade Collectors Association. So I just took the track and left. So then George went to the post office the other day and met a nice postal worker. Got it sent
she
up.
sucked, man. I did not like her.
And then he comes back. He's like, "You owe me money because I paid for shipping." Oh! And so anyway, last week, so after I borrowed the money from Bill, I was like, "Bill, just take me home." I talked with Bill. We needed to run some errands. We ran some errands together. Got some lunch. I was like, and then before I left, I'm like, "Just take me home. We'll get some lunch. When I get home, I'll give you the money, the $30 I owe you." So we spent all day here running trains and talking trains and having a good old time. And I've never gave him $30.
Scammed him out of $30. There's a pyramid scheme going on right now.
Pyramid scheme, yes. Yes. Oh, gosh.
Oh, wait. But I forgot to get his credit card, and I didn't have any other way to do it because the lady was, like, yelling at me because they didn't accept Apple Pay or something like that. And she was, like, super, like, "Then we don't have Apple Pay. Find a different way to pay for it." And then I was like, all right, whatever. So I used my debit card, and he's in debt $62.25.
Well, he paid me, but it's on PayPal and it's electronic. I tried to give George my phone. He's like, "This is worth $1,200. So I take it back. We'll get the money out of here. George's like, "I don't know how to do it." All right. Too much bourbon. I'm sorry, iced tea. Too much iced tea. Oh, gosh. Great train robbery. That's a good one. That's Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin. That's another good movie
Doesn't
about
Tough
trains.
Guys have and have you ever seen Tough Guys?
No.
Movie Tough Guys? They steal 4449.
Really?
Yeah, and they like crash it. They're like these. I don't know if they're fugitives. I've never seen it before, but I've heard about it. They're on a train, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got to get to Mexico, and so they're riding this train, and finally the cops are after them, right? So they steal the engine, and they crash it through the Mexican border, and they get into Mexico through the 4449. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. I have to see if I can find the scene, but they like crashed 4449, go straight through the border. Like they had like they had a whole like a barricade with cops and stuff like that on the track, and it just full speed goes through the
Now,
cops.
let me ask you this.
What?
Right? I like this in theory. This is all movies. But if you were a cop and they're like, "Hey, put your cop car in front of that train and stop it."
Yeah, see, those guys weren't really the brightest cops. Probably some rookies from the LAPD.
Like the guy on Unstoppable was like, "Shoot the train."
Oh yeah, shoot! Why don't you shoot a train? Oh, why don't you shoot a spot?
The train.
Shoot a spot that's right next to the gas tank of the engine, because that's just not highly flammable at all. Just shoot the train, baby.
The train. Hey, I got an idea. This is what you need to do. Park cop car in front of the train to stop it.
It'll stop right at a dime.
Oh gosh. So yeah. Can you imagine there used to be a wide world of trains? Lionel had it. Joe DiMaggio was on it. In fact, we have got a little segment about that on a GFW Trains video. And if you haven't seen it already, I got to pump our GFW Trains video I just put out. Christmas Trains. Made that the other day. Got some sweet train music in there. Some sweet videos. GFW Trains. If you're rolling through the door, see, I've got all my stuff now. It's coming back to me. Smash that like button! Yes! Say it, George.
Smash it.
Say it.
Smash it.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, I know where he is. Yeah, he'll come and be like, "Yo, where's my money?"
Yo.
Start taking trains. Pay off the debt. I need this big boy. This big boy, it'll pay off about like 20% of your debt.
He's going to take one of my trains and be like, "You like this train?
It's mine now."
Just drop it.
Oh.
This is like a cheap one. It's like, So you got some big boys there.
Those are next.
Takes a little A6, drops it. This is what I do to trades. I want my $30.
I want my $2.
So, are we going to Detroit this December? We're not going to be able to make it out. December 11th. That's when I was like, oh, I want to go. But we got some big things going on in the family. My dad is being honored. He is going to be inducted into the Bartlett Raiders. That's a youth football team. Hall of Fame. George Werderick. Not this George Werderick. The George Werderick. For all you Ohio State fans, there's George Werderick, and then there's the George Werderick. He's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'm a Bartlett Raiders legend, you know? Actually, my career total, when I played tackle football, man, I had a career total of 0 catches, baby. 0 catches.
You were a beast in football. You had number 17. You wrote Mr. Plex's phone number.
Mr. Plex's number. I remember in defense, too, when I played defense, I'd always get penalties called on me because I like when I was blocking the guys, I like put my fingers under their shoulder plate or shoulder pads.
Yeah.
I put them under, and I guess that's illegal or something like that. And they always called penalties against me, and I had no clue why. But I remember hearing my number, and I was like, "What the heck?"
So this is what we need to know, or this is what we need to find, George. So Isaiah Hawkins says that he thinks that there's a dummy model of the 4449 used in Tough Guys that's still out there.
Really?
Oh, there you go, George.
I thought it was like the actual one. That's cool.
Did it hit a cop car?
Well, that's like CGI kind of stuff, man. Tough Guys was made in like.
Not all movies have CGI. Like back in the day, they had to use like Matchbox cars to.
Well, yeah, but like that's like $1 million engine or more than $1 million engine. You think you're just gonna run into a?
No, they had like they made a model of it. That's what he was saying.
It's like $1 million model. That's a lot of money. You gotta be really like hoping that movie does good. I
know. I want to buy it too. I want to. Oh yeah, Johnny Cash riding the rails. We got a couple of Johnny Cash. So you guys are like hitting the sweet spot on all this GFW train stuff. We've got a couple of. We've got a Johnny Trains and Trucking. We got a Johnny Cash Trains and Trucking video, and we've got one for Christmas. When you want to buy a Christmas present, buy a Christmas present.
buy Lionel trains.
Big trains for small hands. I'm Johnny Cash. For some Christmas. Bring a fire. By train. Railroad Tigers is a movie about Chinese works at war with the Japanese. All right. Okay. Maybe we got some more. Tough Guys, a real 4449 was used. They only use a dummy prop for the train crash scene. A stunt car, 4449, George. It was a stunt. So yeah, what train was Throw Mama from the Train? I don't know. I was trying to remember that the other day. Was it an Amtrak train? I was actually thinking about that the other day, that movie. Because I was talking with somebody. Like I told him it was at work. I didn't want to do something and he didn't want to do something. I was like, crisscross. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. George has no idea. Crisscross. This is basically where you do something bad for me and I'll do something bad for you. And they won't know that it's me because I can say I didn't do it. Because you're doing whatever it was bad for me.
Oh!
And I'm doing whatever it is bad for you. And they wouldn't make the connection. It was like somebody who you didn't make the mix.
Crisscross, baby. Crisscross.
Crisscross. Yeah. No, how about Under Sea? That's the one. That's the one my dad was thinking about. That we saw the train with the stripes on. That was the Under Siege. That is a good one. Let's see here. Railroad Tigers. I've never heard of that one. With Jackie Chan, I love Jackie Chan. How did I miss that?
In Godzilla, they have a train. One of the Godzillas. He eats it.
Dang,
Remember?
Yep.
I was so traumatized by that.
He was. You guys should put out a CD with train-related Christmas songs. I like that. Actually, I should put together a GFW Trains playlist.
Playlist, baby. Playlist.
A playlist with
And I'll
it.
hit with the playlist.
All I really want for Christmas. All I really want. Hey, look who's in the stream. Sandy. All Sammy's got to say is it was a train. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, really?
It was a train. What?
Trade, baby, trade.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe Hawaii's got him a little
It was a train.
disoriented.
Yeah. Yes, we are on late. We're having a great time here, man. I got my second win. That HT had a little bit extra kick to it.
Oh, Atomic Train's really good.
Atomic? What's Atomic Train
It's
about?
like about a train with atomic stuff on it, and it's about a crash. It goes like they can't.
All right.
It's about a train that's got atomic waste on it or something. It's an atomic
Okay.
bomb. They have it's carrying a load with atomic bomb on it, and
Oh, Wild West. I forgot about
they
that.
the train, like something happens and the brakes stop working, and
Oh
they're
my
going
gosh.
down a mountain.
Oh my gosh.
And the
it-
place where it crashes, this town, and everybody goes crazy. It's like a whole apocalypse that happens, and there's a kid on the train, and it was like,
Holy cow.
yeah.
Was there an atomic bomb explosion?
No, I don't know. I've never
Bomb.
seen the movie, but I know. What's up?
It's a great movie. How was it? I've never seen it. Oh, sweet right there. Oh, it's so good. It's about a train going down with atomic. How did that? I don't know. I've never seen it.
I know it's a great movie.
Look at that. Your cousin
Sing
gave
a
me.
sticker.
You know what that means?
No.
Gotta sing, George.
No.
Gotta sing. She'll be
Come around the mountain where he comes. Okay.
coming around the mountain when she comes.
She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
Oh, runaway train.
A fire. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Legend of Zorro. That's another one that's got a train in it. Legend of Zorro. All right.
Oh, it has NDEM
Oh, it's got it.
600. Wait, Thomas?
Thomas. T4 is going to have to call it a night. Don't forget to watch Emperor of the North. We'll have to do it. We'll have to do that
We're
one.
gonna have a train movie bonanza. There you go. Not bonanza. Shoot. What do you call it?
Hey, Great Railroad Productions. Welcome to the stream.
Oh shoot.
Hey, man, if you like what we're doing around here, smash that like button. I like to get all them like buttons. Helps us get out there with the algorithm.
No.
I don't know what the
Oh, can't.
I don't know what the algorithm does at the end of the day. The algorithm is basically reading everybody's mind and telling you what you're gonna like.
Fine. So make sure you think about GFW trains all the time.
Right. So, all right, most overrated train movie. This is my most overrated train movie. I watched this one from beginning to end, and I couldn't believe I watched it. I wanted my
You
life
wanted that
back.
time?
I
Yeah,
wanted
what was it?
this one, Snowpiercer. That is the most overrated train movie. I wanted my life back. I was just like,
Not free.
well, where do I submit the receipt? I want my life back. I need to get 2 hours or whatever it was. It was a movie in the future, right? Where everything on Earth went kaput. They're like Armageddon style, except for everybody who was on this train. And the train went around the world all of the time. Yeah. That's the premise. In the movie, the people in the back are like the low class people. The people in the front of the train are the high class people.
And that's it. It's like
And the guy wants to go from the back of the train to the front of the train. And they take all the kids. That's the other thing. They take all the kids from the low class people. And I think there's part of it where they have to try and figure out where all of the kids are going. And they find out that they take all of the kids from the low class people to work on the train in the front because they don't have the parts anymore and they can't get back to fix the train. And they're the only ones that can get back there.
oh,
Great movie. Yep.
okay.
Yep. All right. Sean
What kind of train was
had
it?
to keep running around the globe nonstop.
What kind of train was it?
No refunds. Come on, man. Oh, yeah. Young Frankenstein's got the Transylvania Express.
Cool.
Transylvania Express. Transylvania Station. Can I get there on time? All right, and then tell you the truth, if you guys ever did a Gomez Adams with the train, I would like to do that. Oh yeah. Pelham 1, 2, 3, the original.
We have not. Allegedly, we have not done
Petticoat Junction. I'm sorry.
a Gomez Adams.
Allegedly. Right, there we go, dude.
I melted the caboose once.
We heard about. Oh, Tom Cruise is on the Chicago subway. Yeah. Petticoat Junction. Yep, we got a lot of good ones in here. Shanghai Noon. 2000 has a 262. I forgot about that. See, there's a lot. Dunkirk. Another train one.
Really?
I've never seen Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, baby, Dunkirk. That sounds like something that had like the.
But I would like to see Dunkirk. That's like one of those inspirational movies. We saw. I didn't see it all. You saw it all.
Oh,
Operation Greyhound.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. Oh man. But one thing I was thinking about it, right? It's like there's a part when the Greyhound like crosses a civilian ship and they're like about to crash and stuff like that.
Right?
How does that happen? You're in the
Right?
middle of the ocean, right? And then all of a sudden this like civilian ship with a bunch of people comes by and it's like right in front of you and there's sparks and everything. You're shooting guns and it's like,
See,
what the heck? Although I did like the U-boats, how they had the wolves painted on the side. That was really cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, a live action Polar Express. I agree with that, Train Man Dan. That would be a cool one.
Live.
You could actually use 1225, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
How are we not running the Polar Express tonight? We're gonna have to run the Polar Express a lot in the next couple of streams.
Yes.
Next week's post-war week on GFW trains. We're running all post-war next week.
And hopefully the Berkshire will have to do as the Polar Express.
Yes, we've got a Berkshire 746, and it's a post-war Polar Express.
That's my post-war.
Post-war Polar Express, we'll run that. We've got a
Polar Express before the Polar Express is a thing.
right. Isn't J's a Berkshire, right? Or is it J a Northern?
It's a Northern.
A Northern. All right. We got a J. We're running J. Post-war 746. We got a Hudson. We're running 773. Got some diesels we're gonna run.
Jesus.
What do you say, man? Good times on GFW trains. Dunkirk was at the end of the of that.
Oh, that's right. There's a train and a Superman. I think it's the Ice.
Oh yeah, it's the original Superman. Is
I'm
in
thinking of
Plano, man, where it goes through them.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait,
That's they filmed it.
I heard it's a great movie. I haven't seen it. It's a great movie. I haven't seen it.
So yeah, so have you ever seen the movie Superman, the new one? I don't know what the
Oh yeah, Ghostbusters too.
Oh yeah, Ghostbusters.
There's one in the new Spider-Man too.
Oh
Or
yeah.
not the new one.
But the most recent Superman, Smallville, is a town that's right down the road from where we live, and in fact, the Clark Farm is right down the road from our house where they filmed the Kent Farm is right down the road from our house. The movie sets. And they have in the first Superman this scene where there's trains flying home. They've got a big fight between General Zod and Superman and trains, and it's right down the street from our house, and it's right where I used to work.
Didn't they
right on that street?
Didn't they tear down part of the building that you worked in for it?
No. What they did is they're in downtown. They put in a bunch of extra buildings there that weren't part of that. They had a gas station that's there that wasn't there, and they blew up and they tore those down.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, we'll see you. Good night. See you around the roundhouse.
Don't put you way out.
Bob Zogage wants to know what's the oldest engine you own. I think that's your little Lionel
I bet
one.
you that 700E is older.
Maybe. I think that 700E might be our oldest one, and that one's from 1939.
38.
38. And
We do not have the 37 one.
And this one is George loves this one.
I bought it for $25 at a train show. Didn't run. Made it work. See, I had to do some soldering on here to make it work, and
There it is, the Red Devil. Or is it the Red Rocket? What's that
Red
one?
Devil, baby.
Well, that's not the Red Devil. That's a Red Rocket, right?
No, the Red Devil.
Red Devil. Ooh, train layout in the middle of Arthur. Forgot about that. Planes, trains, and automobiles, of course. There were some scenes that were filmed right here by our house in Planes, Trains, and Automobile too, right down the
We
road.
watched that at Sean's house.
Did you really?
Oh, shoot, there's a train. There's this movie about I forget the name of it, about this guy, right? Who dies in a helicopter accident, right?
Okay.
And part of his brain's still working when they pull him out of the accident. And they put him through this program, right? Where they're able to put him in a parallel universe and try and figure out. Oh, okay. To backtrack a little bit. And so there's a commuter train in Chicago that a terrorist puts a bomb in. And it blows up, and they're trying to figure out who blew up the bomb. And or who made the bomb, who put the bomb in there, and who detonated it. And the guy with the and so the guy that's dead, they put through this program where they put him in a parallel universe to try and figure it out. And so they put him in there over and over and over again. The guy that's going through the parallel universe doesn't know he's dead though. And so yeah. And so then they he like figures out who the bomber is, and this dude's got like an atomic bomb in his van and stuff like that. And he goes through the thing, and he figures out who it is. They tell him, and then he's like, I want to. So he's not able to save the people that died on the train, but in this parallel universe, he says he wants to save them all. So they put him because he fell in love and stuff like that. He
fell in love.
He rekindled his relationship with his dad.
Chartreuse caboose.
And stuff like that. And then he at the end of the movie he beats up the dude who had the bomb. Basically, it was like, yeah, you're going to jail. And he handcuffs him to the train, and he saves everybody from the bomb, and he falls in love, and then that's the end of the movie. It's really good. I liked it. What? I've never seen it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you, Bear Creek Woodworking. Smash that like button. If you don't like George, smash that like button.
Never seen it.
So we've got good source code. It's a train. All right.
Source code. That sounds like a oh, there's a new Matrix movie.
I know. Can't wait. I'm a Matrix guy. I love the Matrix. So Twilight Zone. There was a guy where a guy was on a toy train and didn't know it until he got off.
What? Sounds like a very Twilight Zone.
I know. I want to see that one. And then Back to the Future 3, Part 3 with movie Queen. Very good. And I know that I just got CSX GEE T44 AC doesn't like it when he says something.
Went to a train show this month and last month.
That's a lucky thing, man. I wish I could go to one this week. I have a burning. Last week I didn't have any money. I got paid, man. I got some money in my pocket, and I want to go out and buy some trains. And I don't have anywhere to do it, George, so I spent it on other things.
Like what?
Stuff for your mom.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes. Where in the world does Carmen San Diego had no focal Western 1218 whistle in it? It's a wet whistle. It's a wet whistle. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Scene was filmed in my town in Gowanda, New York, in South Dayton, New York, when I was in high school. That's cool, right? And oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the place, the hotel. What's the name of the high school team that you guys always are against?
Oswego?
Oh no, that in cross country, your main rival.
Minooka.
It's out there by Minooka.
Yeah, screw Minooka. They put a sign in one of their porta potties when we did a conference meet against them, right? And in their porta potties it said FUCK Dorkville. We ended up losing to them, but
they got a little man complex. They're like Michigan.
Yeah, like what the heck, man?
Little man complex.
I'm not a very big fan of Minooka. They grind my gears.
Ooh, look at that. Grind my gears.
Grind my
Bust
gears.
my bumper. Buzz. Is that what the fat controller said?
Sir Top of Hat.
Sir Top of Hat. Where in the world is GFW Trades? We're right here at the GFW Trades Worldwide Studio.
Yes.
Featuring the Yes Railroad.
There's a train in
Yes, we were talking about the circus train from Indiana Jones' Last Crusade. That's one of my favorite movies. See, some of those things when you're a dad, you don't realize parts of knowledge that haven't been passed along. And one of those parts of knowledge I can't believe I didn't pass along is showing my son Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade. When I grew up, I swear to God, if you were to ask me up until I was about 24 years old what I wanted to do for a living, I'd tell you I wanted to be Indiana Jones. Maybe it wasn't 24 years old. I think it was up until I was about 27 years old. If you asked me what I wanted to do for a living, I'd say Indiana Jones. I don't even know what he did.
There's a train in one of the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, Fast and Furious.
And there's a train in Madagascar, the circus train. Yeah, and they like hijack it.
Oh, very good. Very good. Oh, nice. Ooh, there it goes. You didn't see that off screen, but George's Reefers. Oh, you did see it right there. Santa Fe is rolling over here. You're going to see Santa Fe in just a second. Santa Fe without reefers. Unless George, right here's the Santa Fe. No reefer. There's the Santa Fe coming on scene. Santa Fe. Oop, there it goes. No reefer. The two reefers. Oh, look, no reefers. Well, there's a circus train with a nuclear bomb. An Octopussy. Yeah.
Octopussy?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a James Bond movie.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jeopardize 07 says, I leave for about an hour and I come back seeing a massive UP boxcar train. That's it. That is the Georgie Express.
PFP reefer, baby. I love me my reefers.
Yeah. Word.
Word.
Word. My man. So, all right, Ozark Midland Southern, thanks for hanging out with us. Have to be up early tomorrow going to a train shop. All right, well, hey, Bill, have a good time, man.
See ya, Big Bill.
See you around the Roundhouse.
Who's Big Bill?
See you around the Roundhouse.
Oh, don't let me switch anywhere out.
Yeah, a little bit slow on uptake today. Unstoppable, true story. I know. That's kind of cool. I saw some. Wait, who was it? They had the Unstoppable trains that were custom painted.
Oh, Max Railroad.
Max Railroad, and I'd heard one. He had some custom painted Unstoppable trains.
He's switching to HO scale,
and he had those that he wanted to sell.
And then we said we wanted to buy them, and he's like, no.
So we missed out on that. Where he didn't. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he might still have them, but whatever.
You guys been to the Festival of Trees? I went there last Monday on a school trip. They got Christmas trees, Legos, and O-scale trains at the Ford Community and Performing Arts Center in Dearborn, Michigan. I've never been, but that sounds pretty cool.
And there are a lot of trees there.
It's a festival of trees. Oh no. Jeopardize 07 says, I think I messed up my grandpa's old train. I flew my drone into it. So,
nice.
Next week is going to be our post-war week. We're going to feature post-war trains on it. Does anybody have any post-war trains in particular that they would like to see? We've got a lot of post-war trains, and I think if you wanted to see just about any post-war train, we can make it happen. So I am...
Don't tell Grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Did I say my biggest disappointment in train movies was Snowpiercer? Snowpiercer was a disappointment. But my biggest disappointment in train movies was Lionelville.
Why? I love that movie.
I loved it too. What happened at the end? I don't remember.
There's like some dude in the limousine was like, it was
There was
Mike,
no ending. It was like there was going to be
They
a second movie, and they never made one. You should make another Lionel. We should make a GFW Trains Jaunt. Lionelville 2. Electric Boogaloo.
but nah, they had Mike Wolf in the limousine.
Dang. Yeah. So I liked the movie Lionelville, but it left you hanging. It was like, what?
They ran out of money.
Right. It was supposed to be a sequel, but it was never made. They ran out of money. I think you need to make the money, George.
Gotta get back
Or
to
not
Family
make the
Farm.
money. Gotta get back to Family Farm first. Before I do that, I need to get back to Family Farm. We need to make a GFW Trains Jaunt. Steam turbine. All right, we'll get a steam turbine. We'll get that one on there. So Jeopardize 07, we won't spoil it for you, but don't be prepared not to see an ending on it. That's all I got to say.
Mike Wolf. Hey,
Yeah.
actually, no. Who was the dude for K-Line?
Maury Klein.
It's either Maury Clyde or Mike Wolf.
Yeah.
We both know how
or
those
American Flyer. AC Gilbert.
Yeah, but they bought Lionel by then, right?
What's that?
In 2009, Lionel owned AC or American Flyer, right?
It's make believe, George.
Well, like still. The American Flyer is long. When did Lionel buy American Flyer?
I have no idea on that one. So switching gears, all right, we'll make sure we've got a steam turbine on here. That's for sure. Steam turbines are always one of the favorites.
Don't tell Grandpa that you're going to run his Canadian Pacific passenger train. What Canadian Pacific passenger train? If you see one on here, it's a repro.
Oh yeah, but so yep. So all right. So we've got turbine. Was there anything else? Bill wants to see the Canadian Pacific passenger train. See here. If you're running Poser, I'd love to see a Hudson with Madison car set. If you have the set, no big if you don't. We can make that happen. The only thing I don't know about the Madison cars is I do believe that the Madison cars have sliding shoes rather than rollers.
Oh.
And if it's got sliding shoes, the sliding shoes don't work on our train layout.
They rip off.
Yeah. So I'll have to check. Super George or Gorger. I'll have to check and make sure of that, but we can make that happen because we've got a Hudson and we've got Madison cars, so we can make that happen. Let's see. Isaiah says, I think it was due to General Mills having bought the Lionel name, would buy out American Flyer in the late 60s, which is now a part of the Lionel name. All right. That makes sense.
Gilbert,
right there.
man, he would have been dead by the time that the
yeah.
movie came out. ZW had no chance against him.
Not a chance.
Or no, he had no chance against 8ZW.
So the Great Railroad Production says, and go check out his channel. It says, I post today on my channel a set I premiered last Tuesday. I uploaded the Friday after Thanksgiving. I uploaded it. If you guys want to see it kinds of trees that they have to upload it, you guys might like it. Okay, cool. That movie, the festival that you were talking about, we're gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, Sammy's super sticker's still up there.
Sammy's super sticker, 99 cents. Sammy Woodard.
A train.
AC Gilbert had died in the early 60s. You don't know, man. He could have been brought back right off ice.
Yeah, they thought ZW died in the movie.
Right? So AC Gilbert could be alive. Or I forget, Ives. Maybe it was Ives. I'm trying to think of. But that was a big one, man. Was American Flyer. So Mike's Train House and Lionel, they're both the same gauge. But back in the day, you had like two types of people that liked trains, like toy trains. You had American Flyer kids, and you had Lionel kids, man. And they, both of them, like if you were a Flyer kid, you were a Flyer kid, and you were locked and loaded, man. If you were a Lionel kid, you were locked and loaded in O-scale, and they'd always fight. Like back in my day, you had Intellivision and you had Atari. You were either an Atari kid or you were an Intellivision kid. We had ColecoVision, but not too many people had ColecoVision. Those are video games. In case
Were those like, yeah, I know what ColecoVision is.
Yeah.
Were the ColecoVision kids like the weird kids?
No, the ColecoVision was actually the best one of them all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. It was like, oh, how'd you get a ColecoVision? But everybody either had a television or they had Atari. So yes, all right, we got it. So we got a Hudson, Turbine, Texas Special. We got all three of those. We'll run those. We can do that. And so LJL posted 2 videos from his drawing. Go check it out. We'll do that. Go check out LJL. He's got a great channel if you haven't already. Let's see here. Yeah. Bob's is right. It's worse than a Mets fan versus Yankee fan. That's for sure.
Yeah. They didn't know. You got your third rail for free, man.
Right. Exactly.
Sometimes just gotta live and you learn, right?
You got it. One of these days, this is gonna hit that caboose coming around here. Ready? Gosh, I'm so mad that I couldn't get this that working up there. I'm gonna try it one more time real quick here, see if it recognizes it. Nope.
Hello? Hey, man. Just come inside.
Oh, look at that. Bye.
We're doing the
Sell.
stream right now.
So Angel Garcia.
Yeah, just come inside. You can walk.
George is talking to Angel. He's coming down and be part of the stream.
See ya. Bye.
Woo! So we'll talk to Angel a little bit and see what Angel's up to these days.
Trace.
Angel's gonna come down. He's like, "You guys still yammering about trains? What's going on with all this stuff?" But listen,
ColecoVision was awesome.
Yeah, I'm telling you, ColecoVision was the best. And ColecoVision had like a really good Pac-Man too.
Oh, really?
Like the Pac-Man that they came out with for Atari, I think it was their best-selling game.
It
But it was pretty weak.
Mrs. Pac-Man was like really crappy, wasn't it?
I don't remember Mrs. Pac-Man, but when Pac-Man came out, man, everybody wanted Pac-Man.
What about E.T.?
Oh, E.T. was the worst too.
Did you ever play that one?
Oh yeah.
Did you like it or
no? E.T. You didn't know what the heck was going on.
Oh.
Train to Bistain. All right. Midnight Rider. We got all of these. But the CSX train killed the director doing the filming. Wow. Super Nintendo was a bomb. Super Nintendo's a good one. I like the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo was about, I think I was arced out of my video game playing phase by the time by the time the Super Nintendo came out. Although I did play Super Nintendo a little bit when I was in
college.
No, yeah, in college. There he is in college. My favorite game was Super Black Bass.
You can just
played Super Black Bass all the time.
Other way.
Yeah. Angel Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the band? The band's playing. Angel Garcia in the house. He's coming over here. Welcome to the GFW Trains Worldwide Studio, Angel Garcia. They let anybody in the Worldwide Studio, don't they?
Howdy do.
So we were talking about you earlier, weathering some trains, whether or not he'd show up. See what I mean? You see what I did there?
I brought the famous Challenger.
Ooh, the famous Challenger.
Yeah.
Is it here? No,
It's in the car. But
yeah.
It's been in there for
So
days.
all right. it's nice and weathered.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm glad that you can come out and hang out with us for a little bit, 5 minutes, then you can head back to Texas.
Yeah. Got a flight to catch in 5 minutes.
Oh, yes.
I brought the Northwestern plane. So this is the plane.
Oh, nice that you were talking about, right?
Yeah, plane that your dad used to fly. So
Yeah, you want to pull it out?
I might pull it out. I do have to return it since it's missing a nose gear on it, but still a nice piece. So just,
Here, why don't you come up over here?
Yeah.
So you're into I got to make sure that I got the mic so that everybody can hear you.
Yeah, I don't have a very ear-piercing voice. I've got a lot of reefer covers.
All right, I think I got that going here.
So all right. So you're into trains. You're into weathering trains. You're also into the airplanes.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's what you do for a living.
Yeah, aerospace engineer.
Aerospace engineers. So he's the
That's
second
me.
smartest person in the room right now.
Right. More continue.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So all right. So you like airplanes and you like model airplanes. So
Yeah.
what you got here? What'd you bring?
So I've been collecting these since I was probably, I think, like 7 years old. So this right here is a 1/200 scale model. It's actually the plane that OG George used to fly, the exact same plane. And in fact, Grandpa George is so good with his planes that he can recite some registration numbers on the tail.
What kind of end number we got on there?
So we got
CW starts with NW.
does it? I don't think it does actually. I think it starts with
Uh,
N.
and 541 US.
Or IUS? Might be US. It is US.
541 we got.
And Grandpa George is probably going to tell you where the whereabouts of that plane, whether it's been scrapped or whatever. He knows all the whereabouts of his children.
Scrapped. No longer a useful airplane.
Yeah, he doesn't. He has more than 4 kids.
Right. We'll see you around,
Yeah.
Sean. I'm glad you could hang out with us tonight.
So, yep.
Train Man Dan wants to know if anyone ever grew up playing Train Simulator. George?
Yes.
Yep.
You did.
Well, I played 2006, man. That was my. I love 2006, and I played the mobile ones. Yeah. But I was young. I played that on the desktop computer in the office. Yeah.
I actually just bought a gaming PC, which is perfect.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
I want a gaming PC.
It was mostly for like a workstation for work. They had a pretty good graphics card and processor in it, and I use it for CADing, so everything can run smoothly. But it could also be used for gaming as well, which is nice. So I might throw in a couple, train simulator or plane simulator from Microsoft, see how it runs. Because that's what it's made for.
1997 plane simulator. We got it right in the back.
So I got 1997.
Wait, is that what it is? Is it like plane simulator 97 or something like that?
97, 94, but who's counting? I mean,
I looked
Yes,
up.
well, I don't even think the 757 will be in there. I'm kidding. No, it's not that old. It is old, but
oh my God.
yeah.
So Mark, the Christmas Noob Fan 537 Productions. Welcome to the stream. Says, I actually have a Brio Flying Scotsman, a Brio Long Car, a Brio Blue Bull with a Brio Blue Crane, and a Stevie Bullet engine. Nice. Very nice. And I played with Train Simulator 2 and 3.
I got 3. I pre-ordered 3, and I don't know. I didn't really like it.
Really?
Yeah. But I thought. I mean, it's the exact same thing as 2. They use the same. Okay, on mobile, it's the exact same thing as 2. Just they did like a couple of different like couple new engines. But yeah.
I've never played, so.
It's pretty good.
My dad calls that Northwest Paint Shop the bowling shop.
The bowl?
That's the same one as on.
Hey, that's on his.
Right.
That's the same
It's the same
exact
one
one
as-
that's on his cover photo right there.
Yes. Could be the same one. Could be
I
the
think
same one.
he may just be a little bit jealous.
I think he may be.
You gotta go get him one, right?
Yeah. I want. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would like that. That's the whole reason I got it. It's because
I know, and then now George wants one too.
Yeah, I was almost gonna get a different one, but then I'm like, cheaper, $50 cheaper for the 757.
I heard that George was going to get one and weather
Don't do that.
it. So we're
I don't
blind.
I don't even think Grandpa George would accept that as a gift.
No. Put the brown paint on it. Make it look all nice and dirty.
What if the train falls off the tracks? Well, we got it. Hopefully, we're not going to fall off the tracks. CST 44.
Look at that.
Let's see. Look at that.
Yep.
Northwest 541 US was one of the last 200s we won. It's still at Delta.
Wow. You see, he knows the
I know.
whereabouts of all of his kids.
Oh, I know.
I'm telling you. He knows. It's
What if he
crazy.
remembers my birthday?
Probably. Now you put him on the spot. That's funny.
Oh, that's good. Well, hey, listen, everybody. I think we're probably getting close to buttoning up the stream here, and thank you so much for hanging out and joining us this Fast Friday. We've had a great time. Thank you for joining us a little bit here, Angel.
Yeah, made it just in time.
Made it just in time to get in below the garage door. I don't know where
Right.
it's
I was
going.
almost gonna take your Christmas tree out front. So,
Steal it.
Christmas tree
Yeah.
thief.
Yeah, Christmas
We
tree.
can put it on top of the Civic, man. Drive it all the way back to Chicago.
Yeah, we need a real one for once.
That's right. Great run of production. We're almost at 3K. Got about 100 more left to go before we get there. If you haven't and you're just rolling through the door, please smash that like button. If you're not a subscriber to GFW Trains, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'd really love to have you as a subscriber. We like to do some fun stuff around here. And as unfun as George is, I try and lighten things up. Right, George?
Yes.
Oh, God. So anyway, guys, hey, you had a great time, and I'll make my speech once again. You know, we've got a really, really neat community here on YouTube. The model railroad hobby is an awesome hobby. There are a lot of neat parts of it, but everybody who is YouTube creators, we've all kind of come together, and let's keep this synergy flowing, support each other, watch each other's videos, subscribe to each other's channels. It's really important that we do that. So you got it, Isaiah. It's my speech. Make sure that we support each other. Make sure that we all are inclusive in the hobby. Take people in and make friends with them when you see them around, because it's really important we do that. And that's what's going to keep this hobby going. So, guys, we'll see you around the roundhouse.
Don't hit you on the way out.
Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching Fast Friday. Ow. Oh, he is strong. No, the smartest person
Get
in
the
the room.
strong forearm,
I'm
baby.
the smartest and the strongest person in the room. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Great time. We've had a great time tonight here on Fast Friday. And have a great weekend. Like a broken record. All right. See you around.